Here we go now. 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 now. Here we go now. Make it clap.
Hello guys and welcome to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and here we are on the last day of the semi-finale and only 13 teams are going to go ahead. And before we go ahead, a big shout out to our official media partners, Nemo TV. Thank you so much for being the media partners here. How are you doing, Phoenix?
I'm already wooked up for this final day, Trooper, because now today we'll get to know which are the top 13 teams which will qualify for the PMCO South Asia Wildcard Fall Split Finals.
Yes.
And the important part is the massive prize pool and that one PMPL Season 4 ticket is on the line.
That ticket is on the line here, and let's see who are going to be the team that are going to contest for the tickets over here. And we have seen Group B and Group C complete their matches yesterday, so we know how they are positioned on the overall standings. But now it's the turn for teams from Group A and Group D to go for their last four matches, and they have this opportunity to place themselves by the end of the day inside the top 13. And are they going to be able to do that or no? Not. That is going to be something to watch out for.
Yeah, let's take a look at the tournament explanation for this PMCO South Asia Wildcard. 32 teams who were playing at the semi-finals, and every single team just got divided into four groups. And now today is the day 6 in which Group B and Group D they will complete their other 4 matches, and only 13 teams will qualify for the finals, and then they will meet other 3 teams who were invited for the finals.
Well, they are going to meet them, and we certainly know who those teams are and how they can just dominate the show. So it's going to be really amazing how these teams go ahead. But looking at the prize pool for the entire PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split South Asia Wildcard region, only $29,200, and the first place takes away $3,600 and the ticket for the PMPL Season 4. And this is how the prize pool is distributed on the lower hashtags as well.
Yeah, look at that. If you just end up on the group stage, you will get $300 per team. Again, a consolation prize for you as well to qualify for the group stages now. But the important part is how we can judge every single team at which position they are, just because of that point structure. Like, this is the basic point structure. We were following this from last 1 year. If you're going to finish at the first, you'll get 15, and the points keep on decreasing. 13 to 16, 0 placement point, 1 kill, you'll get 1 kill point.
Well, that has been the standard point structure. We'll talk about this today, I think, about the point structure and how it actually shapes the play of other people, other teams around the region as well. That is a very important aspect. But looking at the squads that are going to be participating today from Group B and Group D, here we have Infinity Club, Max L&D eSports, Savage eSports, and WMG. They have already been DQ'd.
Yeah, they already been DQ'd. execute. But the other 4 teams from the group B are Pain Gaming, Exo Agent 47, Victor Gaming, who are on the second page of the leaderboard in the overall ranking. That's a good thing for them. And Team Classic are also in the group B squad roster. Now let's take a look at the squad roster of Group D. We have RGC OPEX. They are also on a very good position in the overall ranking, well as Mount Olympus, RGC Deno, and 187 eSports.
Well, yes, they are, and this is the last page where Team X, Equinox, Way to Conqueror, and Team Unity X are going to feature. Unity X have been so much consistent. It's going to be really amazing. It looks like NG and Ezwin, they are going to take their team to the finale. But this is how the overall standings look, ladies and gentlemen. Pain Gaming are still on top with just 8 matches, so that tells you how remarkable they have been throughout. And NRC on the second already, but they might just fall down the points table if Equinox just rises up over there. They are currently sitting on the 8th position with 103 points. Look at that. There's not a very significant amount of difference between 103 and 115 points out there.
Yeah.
But this is how the second page, the business end, this is how it looks. 13 teams are going to go ahead, and Savage Esports currently holding on to that spot with 77 points. They're going to be under challenge as well because teams like Unity X, 5 Power would be looking to dominate over them.
Yeah, but look at that. SDG Esports and Struggle, they are on the 9th and 10th position respectively with 88 and 101 points. Now, SDG, they are in a bit of trouble because if we talk about Unity, Team Unity X, they have 70 points. So only 18 points difference between them and SDG Esports. So anything can happen today.
Well, they're just biting their nails already.
Yes,
I feel
for
like
sure.
I can see them like in my imagination. They're already biting their nails, listening to us. What is going to happen to SDG with 88 points? But this is these teams are also not out of the contest. Yes, look at RGC OPEX. They've got 66 points already. Team Classic have got 60 points. So they just need about 41 points in 4 matches. That's not a very big ask. And Olympus over here with 57. They're also in the race. Even Agent with 56 points. Infinity Club with 53 points. All these teams, if they have a decent 4 matches, they are definitely going to go through. But it's going to be, it's already goodbye. So King Rangers, 187 Esports have got to give a really big effort if they want to be part of the finale. But Max L&D Esports and Way to Conqueror, I think, curtains?
Oh,
is it safe to say?
Yes,
but they need big games, right? Max and Esports, we have seen them go into some early fights. But now, these are the teams sitting on the 18th and the 22nd spot, just outside the 13th hashtag mark, and they've still got matches to play today. RGC OPEX and Classic. But look at that, 66 points and 60, and we saw SGC sitting at 88 points inside, right? So they're definitely going to be in the race here. They're definitely going to be in the contention. How are they going to go ahead? That is going to be something to watch out for.
Yeah, that for sure something going to be watch out for. But let's take a look for the schedule for the day. We have first match lined up for you. It is going to be Erangel, then Miramar, then Sanhok, then again the second Erangel for the day. Group B and D, all the teams are ready. Let's see how they're going to perform today.
Well, 2 Erangels, and that would be it for Group B and Group D as well. They have this opportunity, this golden opportunity, and let's see if they're going to make the most out of it or not.
Yeah, let's see. But the important part is, as just we saw the head-to-head, it's also a close call because SDG Esports, they have 88 points. So the point difference is approximately 24 to 28 points. The teams who are on the 3rd page of the leaderboard, in fact, 32 points is also a good number. But the important part is teams has to be consistent. They have to play that consistent gameplay if they want to climb up the ladder. Otherwise, they will find themselves on the 3rd page or below the 13th position.
Well, that is always going to be the situation. But it's a very important game for Olympus as well. They're playing here today, and let's see how they're going to play because they are also about the 56 or 57 point mark, and they are also in the race. So all these 3 to 4 teams, they have a really good chance. But for that, they need good matches and a really good starter one. So if they can get a good Erangel, it's going to be really amazing, and that is what we are going to witness because the game is live, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to head right into the flight path for this first Erangel for the last day of the semi-finale, where all these teams from Group B and Group D are going to plunge into the map of Erangel for the second last time.
And look at that. This is the first match of the day, and we have the Western shifted lane path. Starts from the western side of the Georgia Pool, heading towards the southern side of the military base. And if I'm going to predict where the circle is just going to form, I think so towards the Rozhok area. Pochinki is also going to be inside the circle, basically towards the eastern side of the map. Let's see if it's going to happen or not. But look at that. Agent just dropped down earlier. The team basically heading towards the northern side of the Georgia Pool. At this position, we can see that they will find themselves in a very, very good spot because they're going to find a good loot out there.
Well, yes, they're certainly going to find a good loot, but this sort of a plane path is going to force teams to get into the secondary drop locations as well. But the good thing, except for 187, all the teams have showed up here with a complete roster, and that is what I like to see. Two of the teams have already DQ'd from Group B and Group D, but let's see. Even remember 187 in the last game, they were when we watched them, they were doing so decent work, but now they look like they've lost some tracks.
They certainly lost some tracks. They need that light of hope, basically the hope. We can see that right now. We can see.
Oh, amazing! This is
just opposite to that I predicted.
But yes, this is going to make at least 10 to 11 teams fall inside the play zone as well. So you're not going to watch a lot of initial rotations over there. Just Iron Infinity Club just moving out, 187 moving out. Then we have OPEX who are moving out right now, and Equinox just moving towards Nova Ripnoy. So it looks a decent spot for all these teams, but Pochinki is uncontested for the Olympus. So let's see how they're going to go ahead, because it's a very important day for them. And all these teams have this advantage, right? They have the target at side.
Yeah.
They know how much effort they need to make. They can do the maths, they can calculate it, and try to extend the points when they get this opportunity to play inside the games. And that is going to be really amazing, because they can actually now throttle their aggression.
For sure. You know what? That aggressive performance is required, but as you just mentioned, that some teams just require some points. Not that much, but kind of decent performance going to help them. But you know what? There are two types of stuff. First of all, you're gonna require some ranged points. Like if you get 8 to 16 points in a single match, maybe more than 8, then less than 16. That's going to be the ranged point. But you should get at least 10 points in a single game, or maybe just hit that double-digit mark. Then it's gonna help you a lot, so that you can climb up the ladder pretty fast.
Well, yes, that is going to be something to watch out for. And let's see how these teams are going to go about it. Infinity Club on your screen already, and they've already found 187 very close to themselves. Let's see. Johnny with an M4, and he's quite early found a level to give with him. And just that level 1 West for now. He's just jumping around, trying to find Hitte and his teammates in the nearby vicinity. The hunting party is on for Infinity Club. Let's see if they're going to find someone or not. And look at Thurley. A near escape for him. Is it going to be? Yes.
It's possible. It is. Really. Just heading towards that pink compound now.
Yep.
And he has an M762 beast gun, kind of a beast gun, because it's so good in those close range fights. Now 187, as I just mentioned it earlier, that they had a good start, but right now they just found themselves on bad position till now. But player playing with a 3-man squad, collected some good loot. They have those scoops, buggies ready for them, so that whenever they want to rotate, they can. But they are playing on the edge because the zone takes a shift towards the western side of the map. In fact, they have to move inside the circle.
They'll have to. And this is just the first circle that is going to start closing in now, at this very second. But already look at Victor Gaming and Dino. We were talking about this scene before the show, right? They're already on a pretty good spot, 12th and 13th on the overall standings. It's going to be very important for them to just be consistent and get regular points out of the matches.
You know what?
Yeah.
Victor Gaming, they are on the safer side. You know, you just have to be just above that 13th position. So, just secure 5 to 8 points. It's enough, but oh no.
They're going up against each other, and now Berlin committing himself into the fight. These are the Gutka houses. Look at Fantastic. He's just trying to play that flank angle over there. The pressure is going to be on Victor Gaming on this fight over here. Warzone in a very difficult situation because Maury can pick him off at any point. But even his teammate Bernores gets some damage, and damage is also there with Berlin.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's just waiting for this opening, right?
True.
And Mori, he's just looking at a different angle completely. Warzone goes down this time. It was difficult for him, but Salty has been traded as well. This is Benoris with that M762, just confirming the trade, but Warzone is going to get completed.
Oh, look at that Moray. His position is so good. Confirm that kill. Salty. The revival also being initiated. Now he is just again back on track. Funestic on the other side has a control of this double story. Let's see.
Yep. All the 4 players from Team Dino now inside the compounds over here. They've already got the opening. They've got the man advantage. So they've got some more angles to open up and create pressure on Victor Gaming. Is Salty going to commit himself towards the other side of the buggy? That is going to be something to watch out for, considering the fact that Benoris was earlier towards this grey container with some cylinders out here. So they're just a little bit worried to move towards that side of the house. And that is why you see them sort of just moving back, deploying smokes, and going towards where Fantastic is. They're not sure about the position. Not even Benoris. Ooh, but Fantastic. Ooh, this is Salty from the distance, and what an amazing, amazing opening is created. Now Victor Gaming, they needed a decent game. The retreat is still an option. Damage, where are you headed, my friend?
Hiding behind that one vehicle, Berlin on the other side, hiding behind that one car. In fact, Berlin just going to cook one grenade. Salt just going to finish off stuff for that one lad. Berlin, this grenade might work out in that favor. Yes. And yep, Salty will go down. Goes to your position, has been compromised, received a lot of damage. Now only 40% HP on him. Damage on the other side, still taking that TPP angle, still holding, still waiting, still just looking out for that one opportunity. But Kosti, his position is so good at this situation because he can easily take down damage if you want to.
Well, if he does, this story is going to change completely against Victor Gaming. But for now, they're giving resistance. Damage has a buggy. Take this buggy away. Play the survival game. That is very important, and he does that. Now, Berlin. Is there an escape plan for him? Or it's just Damage who's going to play the waiting game? Or Damage is just going to create a flank angle from the compounds towards the southern side where Fantastic was a little while earlier. The push is going to be on Berlin anytime soon. Shots being taken on him. But he goes down. That is Fantastic's nade doing the damage. But now it's all up to Damage. Can he get away from the situation? Because Victor Gaming would need some survival points, and they've done a very smart thing to retreat at this position. Because it was a 2v4 situation. They got a knock, yes, but the revive was executed. You could not do anything else.
But you know what? Damage is the only person who just ran away. At least take your teammate, Berlin. I know he got stuck inside that one compound. He popped a lot of smoke. So, but at the end, he lost his life. And now only one single player surviving from the side of Victor Gaming. We were talking about this team that they have good chance. They were looking pretty decent. But that early aggression just backfired. RGC, Deno secured 3, looking out for some more. Maori just gonna hunt down that lad if he just wants to.
No. That would have been a bad idea, but yeah, I don't think so he's going to do that. Do they have an idea? But on the other side, now it's time to look at the teams that went towards a little bit towards the eastern shore to loot up. The zone is closing up on them. This is the 9th minute, and we've already watched 3 players from Victor Gaming go down. It's all up to Damage. How far can he take his team?
That is going to be the important question, Trooper. But
well,
look
yes.
at that team, that one team, they are inside the blue. And look at that, Quinix. Quinix, in fact, they are just moving from the military bridge towards the circle. 187 gatekeeping. In fact, they're just holding on the edge. But I loved the position agent, the team agent were holding. They were rotating from the western side of the hospital, and there's not a single team contesting that area.
Even look at where Classic are. We talked about them right in the head-to-head that they need a very decent game. They're already positioned so beautifully out there inside the circle, controlling the western shores. They're going to have a good look at all these rotations that are happening over there. And even Pain Gaming, they love to go towards Corey. Already on the #1 position with 4 games to play, they can set a record over here.
They have to, you know. For sure they will do that, but look at that. Now the team Savage moving from the northern side of the map, going to take an entry from that one bridge present towards the eastern side of that one squad house towards the George Pool. Now EvoX agent, they're just looting inside those individual compounds. They have good control of their squad house. Now Kitty, he has an Uzi with a level 3 West, a decent loadout.
Well, yes. And while all that fights were happening in Gatka, there was one more team that lost a player. They were way to Conqueror, and they lost a player to Max LND. As I can see, just one kill in the tally already. Yeah. And that's a team that always loves to take some early fight. And considering the fact that they are still on the 4th page, let's see how they're going to change their stance, because they clearly don't have a lot of positioning points.
Yeah.
And they're going to work on that. And picking up fights all the time early, well, yeah, it is exciting. We love it, but we want you to see. We love to see you win as well.
Yeah,
and
for
get
sure.
some points.
And you know what? They are on the 4th page of the leaderboard.
If you don't qualify, who's going to take the early fights in the regional finale? We care about that much for you, but you gotta get some positioning points as well, and just make sure to go ahead.
Aggression thrills, but sometimes it kills. You know what? Aggression is really important. But look at that. Turley again just found himself in a very peculiar spot, hiding inside that one shack. So his teammate just doing the same thing. It's Hitty. Both the players are pretty close to that one single team who has a control of that one barn house as well as that one good compound. Now, Dino, this team to secure 3 kills. They are on the top of the alive chart. But the important part is we still have 51 players left in the lobby.
Well, yes. And they're all just waiting for the 3rd circle to pop up, and they're just holding positions. And right now, some of the teams in rotation, look at that. This is OPEX in rotation right now. Very crucial one. If they go down here, it's going to really hurt them. But 187, they've got the split, and the players are moving in between the split. They're moving through a trap, and they're allowing them that easy passage over here. Why?
Good question, Trooper. maybe you know, they just all the 3 members were pretty far away from each other, despite of the fact they have those vehicles ready for them, so that they're ready for that great escape. But look at that. Owen spots down that Dacia, burst down that one back tire, Rita, in fact, and look at, okay, that was a Godzilla running out in an open, I think so.
Well, really amazing scenes. And yet another amazing scene in the airdrop number 2, just towards the southern part of the hospital area. It's an AWM with level 3 gears out there. And we've got the Everest inside the scenes as well. So, let's see.
Let's see now. It's throw and catch game. Catch the fly. That is going to be the important for Classic. Because now they're just moving from the western side. Hospital, it's empty till now, but teams are moving from the southern side. And look at that. One team have a control of that Everest, and that is way to conquer.
Well, they certainly have a good control of the Everest over there, and they're going to get a lot of information. But looks like they've just mounted onto their vehicle, and they're going down the slopes for a better position now inside the circle. But we've seen some hardships in this fall split already. So you never know when if the circle might just go back towards the Everest as well. But now Pain Gaming and Equinox, these are 2 big names already here playing. Let's see how this fight goes on. But on the other side, this is the team of Olympus that has looted up the city of Pochinki and now finding Infinity Club, and they have rotated just very close to the areas of Gatka. And these houses towards the northern side of Gatka, that is where this fight is happening.
Sim just healing himself, just boosting himself up, but Jay from a different angle used his mini 14 perfectly, knocked out him, just wants to confirm that kill. But look at that, Xatos just being more careful because he's just going to revive his teammate. But Unity from a different angle pins it down another team, and we can see that one team, like Olympus, they got sandwiched between 2 teams, and Max and eSports utilizing this situation into their favor perfectly.
Well, they're trying shots being taken from the third-party situation as well. But now the Dictator. And look at that, even Unity taking down players from Pain Gaming over there. Dictator closing in, he's sensing blood over there. Rachel very close to himself, but shots coming in from a distance. This is Max LND playing some very good third-party shots. But Dictator with that MG3 giving so much damage out there. Just dishing out players after players, and he's looking so good already. But he's under pressure because the AKM from Textron OP landing shots very close to himself. And he's got to heal himself. Is he going to be able to do that or not? He's popping the first hit.
No.
And he gets down in the animation. That is the end for Dictator and his team out there.
Yeah. But in this one fight, Max LED Esports played an important role, because at that moment they were punishing the players from the side of one team so perfectly. Like, they have good control of the southern part, that at that position Infinity Club tried their level best, but that MG3 is so good in those close range fight, as well as the 75 bullets were perfect. Take down one single team, but kudos to Infinity Club. All the 3 players are alive, and they secured 4 kill points.
Even Max and Indy had a role to play. And look at this. The circle goes back towards Everest. The exact place where Way to Conquer were holding up. But now they have come down and taken up a compound just on the roads that goes towards hospital over there. And it's going to be really interesting, as on the adjacent compound we have Max and Indy already. And they're going to give this pressure. They already are. Way to Conquer hurting Savage Esports trying to enter the zone. And look at that, one of the player, Godmets, he's already deploying his vehicle towards the Everest once again. So they might just play this game in a split situation. And that is going to be really interesting. What sort of results are they going to pull off from here?
Oh no, look at that. Oh my goodness. That one player got eliminated by that explosion. Savage Esports Hypes, he got knocked out, but the revival is going to be there. I thought that was available, but at the end we saw Airline was there to take down that one kill, to secure that one kill in his favor. Napu also got knocked out by the vehicle explosion. And look at that, OPEX. This team is looking so good, because they are playing on the edge, present towards the western side of the Katka. Hershey on a different angle, taking down the players of 187. They were playing with the 3-man lineup. Now only one single player surviving from the side of 187. What they're going to do, it's only time will tell. But now they have to play that aggressive game.
Well, they certainly have to play some aggressive game. Look at DOK over there with his teammates. Even Lad from Unity, Ezwin goes down. He's been completed as well. The skill has been claimed, but Savage Esports, they've pinned down 187 in a distance. And oh, what a beautiful spray over there with that Garoza. Suppress goes up with the red dot, and 187, they have no answers. Eliminated out of the game.
Yeah, perfectly. A kill secured by the one Groza agent, slowly and steadily closing in. OPEX, that one lad got knocked out. KT received a lot of damage from a different angle. March just going to fall down, and another teammate. My apologies there. At that moment, fantastic. He was so good. And look at that, agent will found themselves on the receiving edge, and then on very low HP, Hunter from a different angle tries his level best. Now it's a 1v1 situation. OPEX, can they able to clutch this out? Hunter is just gonna hunt down that final player surviving. Yup, just gonna secure the kill, eliminate one team, but secure only one kill.
Well, yes, but this is a very important one for Hunter. He's got to revive his team. And is there going to be a third party? Because I can see Equinox very close. Have they let the kill feed beautifully? Or are they just waiting? If they keep on waiting, they're going to give away opportunities. But this nade, on the bounce, if it reaches towards that part of the house, it's going to give them significantly good results. It does not. And there's going to be more smokes that are going to be deployed over here. And they need time to regroup. Sense it, Equinox, sense it. But they are just letting them regroup. And they're going to be 3 players standing from the team in no time.
Yep, Deno on top, 7 kills secured by that one team. Infinity Club stepping up, securing some kills. Angie on a different angle, he's still there with his teammate Anube hiding behind those blue compounds. Anube just cooking up one grenade. Okay, is this gonna land it perfectly? I think so. Dished out 40% damage. Now Jay just running out in an open area. Now just gonna enter inside this one compound. Switch to that frag grenade. Just this frag grenade can change the fate for Unity. Oh, another one.
Ooh, he takes down 2 with the same nade.
Yes, Jay.
Ooh, what a brilliant placement of the nade over there. And he takes down 2 players, both eliminated out of the game. And he's got 3 kills in his tally already at a very important time. So Max and Indy, they're winning fights and staying with multiple players inside the final circles as well. So this is a good sign coming in from Max and Indy. This is exactly what they needed over here. All the 4 players standing, and Way to Conquer have already found themselves back on the Everest. And they're trying to pin down Team Classic. We have seen them in this sort of a position even in one more game where they were trying to just play the waiting game towards the end, but missing out completely. Let's see if Team Classic is going to repeat that today or not.
Now again, it's a waiting game because they have to revive their teammate while staying behind those rocks. But Way to Conquer is making things difficult for them. Now all the 4 players are alive. Pingu, he has a Scarrel with the 3 times, and look at that, he has good control of this Everest. VG damage will go down, so as his team takes an exit at the 10, secured only 1 single point. Savage on the other side, I can still spot out the players, have a good control of this compound slowly and steady. They are also going to move inside the circle. Now, we still have 9 teams alive in this fifth circle, Trooper.
Yes, and all these teams are trying really hard. Look at the OPEX, look at Classic, they're all here. Look at Infinity Club, they're just trying to find out. I'm really disappointed with Olympus, Dictator and his teammates, the way they went down over there, committed everything into that fight, and were on the receiving end. I think they should have given a better effort considering the fact that they needed some good points today, and in this early game they just got 1 here. But now all these other teams are going to maximize this opportunity over here, and look at Way to Conquer, the way they are pinning down players out in the open. He's shooting at the crates itself. He's leaving nothing behind.
Yeah. And look at that. Pain Gaming, they got pinched down. Only 1 single player surviving. Demo, he just popped down 1 smoke so that he can make an extra cover. But Pain Demo not stopping, secured 1 kill. Equinox Archer will go down with that vehicle explosion. Pengu, the players are pretty close to you. Infinity Club, they are just hiding behind that one big rock. But Jay again utilizing his mini 14 perfectly, got 1 knock.
Well, yes. He's using that Rima so brilliantly over here, but these altitudes are going to be really important, and that is what Way to Conquer have realized quite early, and that is why they're rotating. But now this game, I'm really liking how Max L&D are playing. I love to criticize the team, and I love it when they come back with a better performance, right? And this is exactly what Jay is doing. Already 5 kills under his belt. He's using the mini beautifully, and he's got a good compound cover right now. But they would just be hoping that this compound remains inside the next circle. But that looks way difficult to me. It's going to be something to watch out for. How are they going to make an appearance inside the final circle? But Savage eSports on the other side, they've pinned down Equinox. It's a very good team that is not able to give some good answers. GOK gets... Ooh, even Archer goes down, and Airline is the last player standing. Savage eSports have made life so difficult for Equinox over there, just behind that ridge, and L&D is not stopping.
Airline, this is a fight or flight movement for him because he has to revive his teammates, otherwise just move inside the circle. But Max L&D, they secured 5 kills, and each kill, every single kill being secured by 1 player, and that is Jay on Rampage, looking so good. Classic, they are still surviving. Savage, they are doing a lot of job. They're securing some amount of kills, but the important part is they have to move inside the circle. 5 kills being secured by this team. Now we can see the zone is again favoring the players of Max L&D Classic. They're slowly and steadily climbing up the tower, climbing up the mountain. But okay, the revival is still not here. Archer is still bleeding out. Trooper. Oh no.
I think he realized that if he crouches, he might just get spotted, and that is why. And they did not have any smokes to play as well, then that is why they just let him bleed out over there. But Pain Gaming, they've got an opening with a nade right now. Let's see what they are doing. And Demo takes down Infinity Club, and look at this commitment coming in from Way to Conquer. Demo is going to pin him down with an AKM and surprise him completely, but the information is going to be relayed to Skra over there. Let's see what he's going to do. Just 1 nade from either side can end the struggle for either of the teams. Let's see what's going to happen. But good to see Team Classic building up players already. They're looking good. And Amoli on Sakra forces him to go out in the open. Demo takes some shots on him, and ooh, he pulls him down. But there's 1 more teammate who's going to arrive over here. And Demo realizes this. He goes in.
It's done.
And eliminated out of the game.
He was the final player surviving from the side of team, secured every single kill for his team. Now on that domination, Jay still using that mini 40, and Classic just want to close in the circle, and now Ligard just punished out a tour from that rotation. Airline, as we can see, he got killed, but plays on Equinox, taking exit at the 6, secured only 2. Jay lobbed another grenade. Is this gonna work out? No, unable to dish out a single amount of damage, but look at that Scarecrow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Amazing scenes on the crates, right? Well, I absolutely love it. Now, look at this. Team Classic, they're regrouping, and look at that angle coming in. Ooh, Team Classic RB Queen. This is Max LND in a completely different start. What are they pulling off over here? Are they looking good for a very amazing chicken dinner? Team Classic badly need points on this day. And Jay, he is not stopping. Well, that nade looks really good, but how does he survive Koda? On a single HP over there. Now Jay goes and finishes the job with that arm and gets one more kill for himself. This is Max LND still surviving with all the 4 players. And look at Jay, he's got his 6 kills already out of the 7 kills for the entire team.
Yup, that is so good, Trooper. This lad is looking phenomenal right now for his team. 6 kills, but look at that. Another team just going to arrive inside the circle, and the team is Savage as well as the players of Dano, because they are still there. Fantastic. We can see that he secured 7 kills. Lucifer's position has been compromised. It's brought down to only 10. Just going to apply that one first aid kit he has in his backpack. Winner forecast. We talk about the winner chicken forecast. LND has the maximum percentage in their favor, but this circle, Demo is still there.
Wow, Demo is still there. Nice spotting there, Phoenix, because he's a very important player for his team, and that tells you why Demo and Pain Gaming have been so spectacular in the entire tournament in the South Asia Wildcards. And if there's just one slot for the PMPO Season 4, I think I've already picked up my favorites over here. But look at how he's deploying the smokes over there. Deno Salty goes fantastic. They've been here in this part of the map for a very long time. No, he's just far away from the nade. It looks okay for now. But look at Max LND. What are they up to today? What have they just slept on the right side of the bed, and they're just converting kills for themselves. And Jay himself, he's taken 6 kills already. Pressure being applied on Salty with those utilities. Let's see how they're going to respond. And we've seen Dino dominate, but we have not seen Max LND play some final circles.
Yeah, but now the important part is the way they just rolled in the safe zone is amazing. Max LND, every single player, they are inside the safe zone. So as the players of Savage. Now, as I just mentioned earlier, Demo, he is still there just behind the players of Dano. Now, they have to be careful because that one lad can do a lot of job. Easily take down one team if we can spot out anyone. But Demo takes an exit by Ghosty at the 4 secured 4. Amazing job.
Now look at this dealer behind the group. He's been pinned off, but his teammate in a flanked angle, he looks really good. And let's see if the fight is going to continue with this nade just dropping, giving damage to multiple players. This is Max LND doing all the things correctly today. They're finding players in the right areas, trying to hurt them. Even Fantastic gets pinned off by Savage eSports, trying to make a run and flank through the right hand side. This is not the kind of circle that you can make some flanks, my friend. They've got to commit towards the smoke, and that is exactly what Salty is doing. But the revive on Tila has also been completed by Aladdin over here, and they're just trying to keep some space between themselves, and utilities being constantly barraged towards that area. That was a nade very close to the stone, to the rock over there, but 3 players still standing from Max LND. In fact, the 4J is also here holding a completely different angle.
Look at that. He is there for the backup, for the backfire as well as for the cover fire. Slowly and steadily just behind his teammate. But Legro, this man can do a lot of job. If Dilla, he will compromise his position, then he will find himself on the receiving edge. Ghosty and Salty, both the players are pretty close to each other.
Flank gets picked off. He was just trying to pull that off. He was just trying to pull that flank angle once again. And we're not going to be loud flanking like this inside final circles. This is not a mid-game fight. And flying just goes down. Ligro and Hershey, 2 players remain in front of Max LND. But Dila, where are you looking? You're going to spot them, and Jay gets spotted. When now Salty, he had all those players in front of him that looked like a sweet dish over there, but he's been pulled down eventually, and now Dano are just down to that one last player with the Groza. Ghosty, let's see what he can do. And on the right hand side, you can see that player standing, Ligro from Savage eSports.
He's still there. He's still there. He heard that. Players are behind that buggy, but if you're going to fire a single bullet, he will compromise his position. But look at that, Lucifer White, he's still beside that tree. But Ligro is going to keep on fighting, as I just mentioned that earlier. He's going to start fighting, and look at that!
Max LND with a chicken dinner. Yes! This is what we should do, right? We should pick up the team, and we should criticize them for not getting points in the department. And they should come back and answer it right on our faces and tell that we can do this. 15 points for the chicken and 11 for the kills. 26 points for them, and look at that, still on the overall ranking. They're on the last page, but this is the way to go. Just keep doing this. Get some placement points so you make sure you do not invest so much in the early fight that you lose out on the opportunities to take players inside the final circle. And if you can do this inside the final circles, why don't you make sure to come back again and again and take place inside the final circle, Max and India. Beautiful chicken dinner for them, and we've seen them being part of the finale earlier as well. Now have a look at the MVP for the game here. And this is fantastic.
Fantastic. I thought it's going to be Jay, but again, fantastic deserve this. Secured 7, 926 damage just out by this lad. Individual performance 0 assist. Healing down is 191. Again, decent. But look at that. Survival time is 25 minutes 41 seconds.
Wow. And they were there till the final fight, right?
Yes.
And it was an amazing fight coming in over there. And now let us have a look at the top players.
We have Hershey on the second secured 6, and look at that, Jay on the third secured 6 as well. So just out 812 damage. Demo, for sure he has to be here because he literally eliminated one team, and that was so good. And Ligro on the 5th with 3 kills secured by this lad. But let's take a look at the match summary for the first match of the day, of the final day of PMCO South Asia Wildcard. Fantastic, secured 7 highest kills, and look at that, the longest distance kills is just only 203 meters.
Well, yes, just 203 meters from Fantastic, and he was in that terrain so beautifully. Aladdin, look at that, however, what an amazing game for him. He's got the maximum assist for his team, and then he's also featured inside the most utilities used. Now it's time for match rankings. So let's see how the match ranking looks like.
And he secured 26. Deno on the second with 23 total points. Savage with 19 and Pain Gaming 12. And that's it. These are the only 4 teams just secured double digits points. Basically secured 12, 19, 23 and 26. But now look at that. That drop. After 19 and 12, Team Classic with 7, Infinity Club with 6, The Way to Conqueror with 6 as well, and Equinox 922 also
yes, look
with
at that.
6 points.
Even 3 teams getting close to that 20 mark, right?
Yes.
Savage eSports getting 19 themselves. It was an important game for Classic. They just got 7 for OPEX as well. Just we talked about them. They just got 2. They need about 40-41 points, right? For Classic, okay, it's a decent game, but for Olympus and OPEX, you really got to step up, friends, over there if you want to make it to the regional finale.
Yeah, as well as Victor Gaming, they were in a good position, but you have to secure, if just keep on securing some kills. But let's take a look at the Oppo F19 Pro movements, and let's refresh our memories. This was the fight where Victor Gaming could punish so hard in Berlin. He literally tried his level best. He found an opening, but at the end eliminated. They faced an elimination basically.
Well, they did, and this was the moment where Olympus fell down, and I think if they could have just saved a player or two or maybe retreated, that could have been a better option for them, but really did not work for them. Look at it did really work out for other teams. Team Classic were looking good in the game already, but this is where 187 were pinned down as well. Savage eSports trying to take control, and Agent also, they went down so easily over there. For a moment it looked like they were going to execute the rush, but OPEX shut them down.
But you know what? 2 players from that one team got taken down. At least they got knocked out by Fantastic, and that was so good. His Startle spray was so perfect. Pengu tried his level best, but at this position, Way to Conqueror, they got fall down. They literally got eliminated by just one lad, and that was Demo. The way he flashed out at one player's Kara was so good, and at the end, Demo instantly rushed in towards Pengu, just finished things off.
Well, Way to Conqueror were holding this position for a very long time, right? And then missing out on the opportunities like this was something they would really not have wanted to do over there. But now, we're going to have a look at Fantastic and his teammate Salty over here. Look at how they were trying to dominate, and wow, so many players in front of him. He spotted them all, and this was the moment where Aladdin shut the last player from Savage eSports down, and then Salty went down as well, and that was the chicken dinner for Max and Indy. But still, it's going to be very interesting where you're going to see them on the overall ranking, which is now here in front of us. Spain Gaming with 127 points leading the chart, but have a look at this. Equinox, they've risen to that 4th spot over here, and SDMZ, Bear, Infinity and NAIKON, they all take a fall in the overall ranking, and it's going to be that's going to be a phenomenon that's going to be there because teams from the bottom are going to rise up.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to rise up. They're going to showcase that. They're going to basically climb up the ladder. But let's take a look at the second page of the overall ranking, and we have RGC Deno stepping up on the 9th, Savage eSports on 11th with 96 and 103 on
And look at that, OPEX already making an appearance on the 16th spot. They have to make sure they get inside the top 13. And the teams that are not looking good, SDZ eSports, look at that, we were talking about them. 88 points for them. The nails are getting even shorter. Now, let's see what's going to happen. Even struggle with 101 points. They might just survive. I'm using the word might right now over there, because let's see how the game goes for all the other teams who are below them on this page. Out of teamwork, they're out of the contest with this. They're not going to be part of the regional finale. They just played the entire tournament as a 3-man team, and I think they've got themselves to blame for that, but nothing else. Team Classic, they are still in the contest. 67 points, one chicken dinner. They got 7 points out of this one, so they're moving in the right direction. They're going to apply some pressure over the slots for SDZ eSports, and it's going to be really interesting as the day progresses. But where Olympus are, look at that, 58 points. They had a really good chance over here. They missed out, but Infinity Club have stepped up.
Yep, they have stepped up. It's not a big lead amongst them and the team which is below them. And look at that. Okay, so now, Max, they have 56 points. Now, the Team Classic on the 17th position, more than 65. So, yeah, it's going to be a close call.
Whereas Max Olympus have 58 and LND have 56. That is important. But look at this. 23 placement points for Max LND, and out of which 15 came in this game. So, before the start of this game, they played 8 matches and they just got 8 placement points. And this is something they can still work upon. Yeah. And it's going to be very important how they are going to play the remaining 3 matches today.
If they're going to secure another chicken dinner in the second match for the day, then it is going to be really, really difficult for the teams who are on the second page of the leaderboard to stay and have a good hold on that second page. But let's see how they're going to perform.
Well, yes, the stage is completely set on the page number 3 and page number 4. But let us see who are going to be the teams that are going to be inside the top 13 by the end of the day. But all those 3 matches to happen on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. You got a good thing going. You got a good thing going on.
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and we are watching here the last and final day of the semi-finale for the Group B and Group D for the South Asia Wildcard region, and now it's time for the match number 2. The flight path right here in front of us from the edges of the city of El Pozo towards the shores of Corte Palacio. That is where the plane path is. So once again, southern tilt inside this Miramar game, and it's going to be very difficult for teams to go towards the northeastern cities. And it was sort of a same plane path for yesterday's Miramar as well.
But now I think so. The zone might just gonna form somewhere else. But now places like San Martin Graveyard, Minas, as well as La Bendita, Picado Power Grid, Los Leones, Chumacera, Minas de Valle, Puerto Periso, they are still glidable. El Pozo, look at that. Savage Esports just moving from the northern side of the El Pozo, heading towards the La Cabrera. Again, they will find themselves in a good spot, but Classic just drop down towards the El Pozo. It might possible they're gonna share the same area with another team, and it might lead them to an early fight.
Well, yes, it might just lead to an early fight. But look at that. Pain Gaming have joined in with just 3 players. Even Unity could not manage to get their 4th player on board. And he was stuck in the security checking over there. But now, let's see. Towards Los Leones, we've got Max LND once again. This is a team that I do not want to have, do not want to see in an early fight. And they're just moving towards some vacant spaces. It's really good to see that. But the southeastern shores from the top of Impala, almost the Los Hugos Island inside the game right now. Even those 2 islands are. But I don't think the shift is going to go towards that side. But Los Leonos tied right in the dead center of this first circle. And there are going to be a lot of things that are going to be rotating in from that power grid area, from the road, from Montenuevo towards Los Leonos. So it's going to be a very amazing thing. And I think OPEX are going to have a really good chance over here. Look at where they are. If they loot up, station themselves on that road beautifully, they can cut down a lot of rotations.
Yeah, for sure they can get down a lot of rotation, but you know, I think so. Their game plan gonna be the same if they are listening to you. But if that gonna happen, then it is going to be interesting to watch. But Way to Conquer, look at that. They will find themselves against the players of Deno and Murray. He is in an awkward position because he got sandwiched between 3 players of Way to Conquer. Pengu, he was basically the MVP for this team in the previous match. Right now, he has a level 2 West, and look at that. I think so. He has an M16 again. This gun is so good. Those burst shots are perfect. Skara has the Uzi. Now they're still waiting. They're still holding, looking out for an opening.
Well, they are, and it's an early fight. They don't have a big loot already in their backpack, so they've got to be really, really cautious as well. They don't have to lose some early players, and at this point, I think for both these teams, retreat is a better option. Because they really need some placement points under their belt as well, and if they just go for this fight all in, they might just hurt themselves. If you consider Deno, they would be okay. And look at this, they've already got the opening, because they're already inside the top 13, and for them, even if this one bad game happens, they can still survive. But right now, Way to Conqueror, they really need a good game. And losing a player this early is not going to help their cause at all.
Now look at that, 2 players just running towards that one single player of Deno. Murray is going to find himself in the bad spot right now. So God is just going to pick him up. In fact, that is no miss with his amazing AK spray. And kill has been secured by that M249 Ghostly. Again, this man is Ghostly. In fact, this man is so good. He has an M416, but no loadout for him. No helmet or no vest. But fantastic. He was the MVP in the previous match, and now he's just looking out for the same thing in this match as well. Lost 1 player, a good trade for both the teams, but Way to Conquer, they got stuck inside this one house.
Well, yes, they look stuck for now. Very important how they're going to deal with this. But fantastic just on the ridges with that Scar just waiting for that opening, and look at where Pegu is heading. So he stops. Now Shakra is heading over there. Shots being taken over here. From a different angle, that is Salty giving them some really bad time, but now look at that with that Winchester. Can he get an opening with that Winchester?
Oh, going to be interesting to watch, right? Quite an interesting thing, especially with Skara. Now he just climbed up that altitude, and now he has that height advantage, a slight height advantage in his favor. Fantastic. Still holding that one angle, looking out for the players, but these silos are so good. Plays perfectly, denying the vision for fantastic. Pengo just heading, basically just backing off from the fight again. That's a good option.
Well, it always is, right? And let's see if they're going to completely disengage or still going to continue this fight, because it's already been overextended, right?
Yes.
You're missing out opportunities to loot up. Look at that. No boosters so far. They don't really look good on the utility department as well. So you got to utilize these times and loot up, because this is the Miramar map, right? You need so much utilities to make some rotations, cut down distances on the ridges. You would need some nades as well in your backpack to take some long distance knocks as well over the ridges, and these are important things. But if you pick up a fight so early, just like in between, they've been fighting for the last 3 to 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So right from the second minute of the game, dropped in here, just picked up the loot and started fighting. This is the last day of the PMCO fall spread. You need points. That is what you're here for. You're not here for your drop location. Just make sure you get some good loot and just move to your next halt location, because look at that. Even the lines of the zone are very close to the city. It's not going to be, it's not certain that Chumasera is going to be inside the circle for a very long time.
So they have to think really fast, otherwise they will find themselves in...
Think faster. There's a ridge behind you.
Yes.
Use it and get away from the city.
But you know what? It's a fight for Chumasera. That's more important right now for both the teams. It's just gonna take the hold of this beautiful area. Now look at that. Way to conquer. They are just looking out for those vehicles, and they spot out that one motorcycle, and that is going to be a good option for them. RGC Deno, he was just like, okay, I'm just going to ignore the fight, just going to focus on loot.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, right? They realize that these houses towards the northern part and towards the downside ridges haven't been looted up. So they just commit towards those houses and concentrate on looting this city up at least, because they know it's going to be important for them to use the loot inside the final circles as well if they make it through. Now, Salty makes a run from for in the open spaces towards the northern side of the city, and now he might get caught. Way to Conqueror, you have just invested so much time over here, and are you going to spot someone running away from the city on open ridges? If not, what have you been doing here?
Good question, for sure. But you know what? I think so. They're still looking out for that one single opportunity. In fact, that one single lad, because he's so close to two players of RGC Deno. Other two players went a little bit far, went towards the western side, and look at that. Deno, they already find that one single vehicle, a truck, and that is going to be the best for these three players.
Look at that. Once again, he goes out in the open. The run is there, and he gets spotted. Yes, he gets spotted now. Shots being taken on him, so they're making life difficult over there still for Salty, and let's see how they're going to retaliate to this. Shots already being exchanged over there. This is Ghosty exchanging shots using the ridges. Just look at his marker. Even Fantastic trying to give some cover to him. So the fight has broken off once again inside Chumasera, and there's a rotation incoming that I believe that is Kenzo.
Oh yeah.
And that has seemed classic making that rotation already. And they're just going to cross very closely to the city of Chumasera over there. So let's see if they're going to be the catalyst in this fight as well or not.
Yeah, and that is going to be an important role. They're going to play an important role in this fight, but Classic just moving from the southern side of the Chumasera. And look at that circle again. Lost Nihilus inside the circle, but Impala. Okay. It's going to play an important role. What if the zone going to take the zone going to take a hard shift towards the Impala, and we have two airdrops very close to each other. Inside that one airdrop, we have that MG3 with the 8 times and a level 3 kit. And what do you think? What do you have in the second airdrop?
I used to call this the super airdrops.
Oh, yeah, the super airdrops.
And it's got an MG3 and 8X, and 8X is a very important utility inside the map of Miramar, right? You see those bolt actions, those DMRs, they come into the equation. But this gun, MG3, an amazing weapon, and we saw some of the teams using it inside the last game as well, and getting some good results. But now Ghosty goes down. So Way to Conqueror and Dino, they're not stopping. And they're just going at each other completely. And in the second airdrop, in the airdrop number 2 over here, we've got the Graza. With an extended quick draw mag, level 3 gears and level 3 backpack. And Dictator, he's blown up a vehicle.
Ooh.
But he's been traded as well. So we want to have a look at this situation.
But look at this situation. Okay, Mark just going to take down XM with his M416. But fantastic. Just okay. He's just closing in the distance. So at Skara. And this is going to be an incredible fight for sure. Because now one player from Deno, he got knocked out. Skara is just heading towards him so that he can close. So that he can instantly kill and secure that 1 kill point. Cooking up 1 grenade, but he already left that vicinity. Skara instantly cancelled it out, switched to his Thompson. Again, going to be a good fight.
It's going to be. And Pengo and Gomez so far away. Skara under pressure. Ghosty bleeding out. The blue zone is there. Fantastic. You go down as well. And Skara gets some kills for himself. So, okay. At the end, somehow, Way to Conquer gets some important points out of this situation. But they've invested so much time outside. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. They're going to get loots from 2 of the crates over there from Dino. But Salty is the only surviving player from here. And he's running right into Pain Gaming. He's spotting them. He's not taking shots. He cannot. Because look at the blue right behind him. Where would he go if Pain stops over there? So he's just hoping they go as far away as possible and he can just make his way towards the zone. But now Olympus and Equinox. This is just outside the city of Los Leonos where... Oh, wow! Where are you throwing those nades?
Wow.
Now Mahu. Can he be on the receiving end of this nade from Archer? It looks a good nade, but no, just deflected away from those tents out there. But now the push is going to be here. Mahu is going to go down, and Olympus get yet another bad game. I think it was his own nade.
I think so. And he was like, you know what? He's like, nobody can pick me up. I'm gonna die with my own terms.
But the loot is more important.
But the loot is more important, obviously. Now, Equinox, they were stepping up, they were climbing up in the overall ranking. Now, this already secured 4 kills. And look at that. Doc. Okay. Party.
They had the whole city of Los Leonos to loot. And they're looting on crates on the open road. Well, okay. Let's see. Next shift of the circle towards Impala. Completely.
Ooh, yes.
Wow.
I predicted it perfectly. I'm feeling so good.
Wow, but some bold action shots. Let's see who's taking those shots from the bold action.
It's Berlin, I think so.
Yeah, Victor Gaming Berlin. Circle. They're already inside the circle. They're looking to hold up a decent spot. Max and Indy have also made it inside the circle without any fight, without an early fight. So they're just listening to us, okay?
Just listening to us.
Let's talk good about them, okay?
Yes, okay.
We've already talked so much crap about them and they're listening and they're just improving. It's really good. But this is a very good team. Max and Indy, right? Let's see what they're going to do. But now, look at those rotations coming in from the northern edges as well. This is Savage eSports once again. They were looking so good in the Erangel game. Even Unity is just making an appearance from that side. The clusters are developing towards that center part and towards the northern city of Impala as well. It's going to be very important. But look at these rotations coming in from the side of North.
Yes.
This is what I was talking about. Clusters developing over there. So clusters result in collisions and collisions results in action.
Yep, and you know what? Perfect. Synthex. And look at that kitty. Come on, you can find another one. Just out a lot of damage. Hershey on very low SP. He will go down. He will go for sure down. Savage eSports lost another. Kitty just going to secure that kill. And you know what? That's exactly. That's how you're not going to rotate inside the circle. Not supposed to.
Yeah.
Go down.
With Unity inside the backdrop as well, so there's going to be third-party shots coming in, and look at that. Ooh, PMR shots with that mini Hypes taking those shots, but still standing and taking those shots on his face and trying to connect those shots.
Another?
One more shot, he might just go down.
That was a close call for sure. And if you're talking about Caesar using his Mini 14 perfectly, and look at that one approach to revive your teammates is so good. But Anube found himself just below war zone, just got thrown down, waiting perfectly. And this is going to be the patience game.
Well, yes, it is certainly going to be. But Berlin, that was a stun.
Yeah.
Onto Berlin. But now his teammate is making his way through over here. Let's see. Damage. And Unity are already here as well. So, two teams inside this compound right now. Anube already sitting. Look at those. One of them on the ground floor. Anube sitting patiently with that M762. And on the first floor, we have a different player.
Yeah. Again, two players from different teams
Next
sharing
shift.
the same compound.
Oh.
The shift moved to the southern side of the Impala, but Damage just want to do the same thing, just want to live up to his name. Hasn't found a single knock yet, but right now switch to that Molly again to score and spots down. Okay, he spots down NG. Now NG, he receives some amount of damage. So has Damage running out in an open area. Now he's just behind those walls, but he is safe till now. Right now, he's safe.
Well, yes, those were some predictive fires over there. He knew he had to clear those angles. But look at Way to Conquer in the map, the way they are rotating. And there's a cluster developing towards the southern part of the map. Team Classing and OPEX are already there. And while all this was happening, Salty gets picked off and Dino eliminated out of the game. We're down to the 12 teams over here, but this is an exciting fourth circle that is just moved towards the southeast part of the city of Impala. A lot of open ridges to play with, but the city is still under the vicinity. And let's see how the teams are going to play with that. Look in the backdrop, even Max and India rotating. Aladdin silently not taking up these fights. They would definitely be hearing these shots, but they want to go ahead and pick up a spot inside the circle, and they're showing importance to those placement points, and which is really, really important. But Dilla, he gets picked off.
Yeah.
As soon as we start talking good about them, they go down.
They go down, but the
even Aladdin goes down.
This is not looking good for them. NAIKON XDK as well. He will go down, but as you just mentioned it earlier, Max LND lost one player, another will go down. Only two players surviving. This is not looking good for them, as well as Way to Conqueror lost two players, despite of the fact they secured two kills. Now only one single player surviving from the side of that one team. Berlin will fall down too, and look at that. And no one's just going to secure the kill of Classic Arthur.
Oh, wow, let's see. This is towards the southern part. A lot of slow to me. Oh, Skra! Denied!
Skra! Just yeeted out from the lobby.
Mid-air.
Mid-air, yeah.
You belong in Chumasera.
You belong. Yeah, for
well,
sure.
that late rotation. This is just the thing, right? You invest so much time in the city, outside on the edges. When you're going to make a rotation towards the city, the areas are going to get clustered up, and it's going to be very difficult for you to make that rotation. And this is a darling lesson for them. If they had retreated a little while earlier, they could have been here with a better loot, and they could have got a better spot for themselves, and that could have helped them so much. But now, on these ridges towards the western side, where Equinox is just trying to control the things, we have got UnityX holding up the higher ground. And A-Line, look at that, just got out in the open. The blue is going to give them some damage as well. Now Anube in front of the situation. Let's see how they're going to deal with this.
On very low HP, hiding inside that smoke, and that vehicle explosion. He will lost a lot of HP. Now he will lose his life too. Unix secured another Unity. They tried their level best to fight back, but oh no, this is not looking good for them, because Airline also he will also fall down. But NG, the final player surviving from the side of NG. Unity, in fact, Archer, in fact, every single player just heading towards him.
Well, they are, and NG in a very difficult spot, and let's see if he is going to take one knock. No, he's not going to. That is going to be the end for UnityX as well. But they are already in a decent spot inside the overall standings. They needed some decent performances over here. Missing out on Miramar might just hurt them, and let's see, all these other teams that are trying really hard, teams like Team Classic, Max LND, what are they up to? What are they going to pick off? Even OPEX are here still, and they really need this game to go in their favor.
They for sure need this game in their favor, but Infinity Club have a good control of this petrol pump. But their first as well as their important choice is You have to move inside the circle. On the other side, we still have 9 players left. Savage, another. This team, they were being silent right now, but Hershey will find himself up against the players of Pain Gaming, and they are looking pretty good because they secured 2 kills. Max LND, J spots out the vehicles of Infinity Club, and this is going to be incredible for him, but haven't secured single knock yet.
Well, yes, now they're picking up this fight. The circle has shifted once again, and that's why Infinity Club going into the rotation. The problem for Max LND is they've got a different team behind themselves as well, so they got to secure the backlines. They're waiting for Infinity Club to open spaces for their rotation, but that's going to maybe hurt them towards the edge of the existing circle. They're now heading for the vehicles. It's going to be a very difficult run for Max LND. They've just delayed this rotation a little bit, and this might just hurt them. Let's see if they're going to successfully go. It's a very slow mini van over there in which Jay is right now. It's a perfect slow target for all those players sitting on those grounds over there on the high ground. Let's see if they're going to allow this rotation, but somehow they've picked up a spot on the edge. They've got a good ridge to play with.
Yeah, but Jay, he is still out there. He's still running. He's still moving. He's still just making those rotations. But look at that, Aladdin being more aggressive. That's why he got punished on just 5% HP. And yep, Deed, okay, just gonna secure his knock, and his kill being stolen by the crew from 187. And look at that, 8 kills on this team. Max LND, Jay also got spotted out. His position has been compromised, received a lot of damage, as well as another teammate, DOK. He has very good angle.
Can they survive? Can they survive? That is going to be the situation over there. It's going to be a very difficult time for them. But if they survive for the next 30 seconds, it's going to be easier for them, because all these teams on the back lines outside the circle who are shooting at them will definitely start moving, and the 5th circle is closing. Can they endure? Can they survive? Can the smoke give them that cushion that they desperately need right now? And the blue is closing on the circle. This is a very crucial time for Max LND. They just need to keep themselves inside those smoke clouds over there. Even Pain are getting shot at. They are very close to where Max LND are. Those two teams on those slopes over there just looking to play the waiting game. And look at that, Infinity Club eliminated, and I believe even Max LND have also been eliminated. Let's see if they have any players. No, they have been eliminated out of the game, and now the 5th circle is going to close. And this was just that crucial time. If they could have survived, the story could have changed for them, but they had to just get prone, get smoked over there, and did not get eliminated, but they just could not survive.
And their choice was not that good, right? They were exposed from the front lines as well as from the sidelines, and that's why they got punished. Now, Pain Gaming secured 5 kills despite the fact playing with the 3-man lineup. Now, they have to cover 62 meters inside the circle. Equinix looking so good, secured a lot of kills, but Agent from the backlines can change the fate for that team. But look at that, Savage also moving inside the circle. Now, Archer, he got spotted out by Jimmy. Dished out a lot of damage, surviving on 30, but Jimmy just keep on fighting. He's looking so good. Zenon on the other side secure the kill of Eric, as well as Team Classic will take the exit after 7 with only 2 kills.
Wow, even Team Classic take an exit. They needed a good game over here. Savage eSports, on the other hand, once again, they're looking to dominate. They're coming in from the northern sides. They've got the height advantage in their favor, and they're looking good already. And Hershey, he picks down one more player over here. So already the height advantage coming into the equation, but this is Equinox right in front of them. And let's see, the nade very close to Hershey, but no significant damage on him. Even Agents are looking good. They've got numbers inside the final circle coming in from the northeastern side. And now they're closing into the ridges, but Savage, they're denying him that easy passage very close to themselves. And on the far side, towards the east edge, you can spot OPEX just trying to prevail from that area. It's going to be a very difficult spot for them, considering the kind of line of sight that is available for Savage eSports and Agent over these ridges. It's going to be difficult for OPEX to survive if the circle forces them to get closer to these altitudes.
Yep. Now the circle is going to play an important role, but Savage, look at that, just building a smoke path, is going to move inside the circle towards the center. In fact, Agent from different angles spots down high, but he did the same thing. Just he was firing some shot. Now they will move inside the circle, but they are still waiting for that hard shift. But Pain Gaming still surviving, as well as the players of 187. This is so good. We have top 6 teams in front of us. Yes,
they have a compound 187. They're just sitting and watching the massacre happen on the ridges right in front of them. Now, Opti from Pain, he picks off another player from Equinox. Archer is the last surviving player inside that shack. He smoked up the entire space, but Agent and Savage eSports are right sitting on top of him, and from the eastern edge, we've got OPEX, who've still got multiple players who are just trying to make an impression. But Archer, he successfully takes down Cesar.
Yep, Cesar will go down so as the players of Pain Gaming, but look at that flying! Oh no, gonna spot out Kitty, just gonna knock him out, and this is not looking good for this team. Agent will not deliver. No! They're still surviving. Marsh, oh my goodness, barely surviving on one. Flying, keep on firing. Just gonna take damage from the blue. Savage, they got pinched down. Pain Gaming doing a lot of job, but kudos to Marsh. He is still surviving. Equinox on the 6th position.
What
got
a savage
eliminated.
gameplay coming in from them, right? They're just playing in an amazing stance altogether. They have shut down Agent completely. Mirage is the last player standing over there, and that is going to give that opportunity for OPEX to move in, because that one player is not going to be able to pin them down successfully because he won't be able to take down trades. So that will give an opportunity to OPEX to move out, because certainly if you can look at the map, OPEX have to move towards that higher altitude. That slope is going to come into the equation, and that is why you can see them smoke out that area already. It's going to be a very important stance for them. Even 187 have got to leave their sweet little cover that they have been enjoying during the 6th circle now and move towards the 7th circle on the high ground. It's going to be difficult for them, but look at this. Savage now realizing that they can get a better spot in the circle where Agents were looking to prevail, and that is why you see them move a little bit towards the eastern side and pressure on Mirage, but Mirage takes shots on him. The heist is down, the trade has been taken. Oh, and they have a good space to play. Agent go down.
Yeah, but look at that. They were heavily dependent on all those placement points. Pain
eliminated.
Gaming on the 4th with 8, but they were playing with the 3-man lineup. For sure, this is going to be their fate. But Opti, before going down, he secured that Rampage title, secured 5 kills. 187 still have a good control of this compound. Now look at that. OPEX versus 187, but from a different angle. Savage, they're going to destroy this good times for them.
Well, OPEX, they've just been holding on, been patient, and now they're getting rewarded. They have the numbers inside the final circle. Look at this, and 187 right in front of them. And Savage eSports, who dominated the 6th circle, who dominated the shift of the 7th circle completely, suddenly losing players and now finding themselves in a difficult spot. And both these teams desperately need points. And OPEX, they are so close to each other, but Nabu just deploying himself right on the front line, but gets picked up by Unknown. Nade over there. So now it's a 4v3 situation.
Oh, another.
Wow, what a follow-up nade coming in from Unknown on the exact same trajectory, taking down players in those ridges. Even Takuru is looking so low. He takes one more damage. If another bullet hits him, he goes down. And players are, this is Savage eSports.
Told you.
They're still not stopping.
They are not stopping. Hershey, he's the final player surviving from the side of Savage and making things difficult for that. Now this is going to be a 1v4 Savage in a difficult spot.
He is a Savage player. Definitely, they picked up the right spot, but he's going to get shut down eventually. But OPEX, they needed a big game. They needed a big game, and that is exactly what they've got. So Max L&D get a good chicken in Erangel, but OPEX, RGC OPEX take away the all-important 24 points inside this game of Miramar. What an amazing game for them.
I am so happy for this team, because now look at that. They are on the 12th in the overall ranking, secured 24 points from this one match, just out 1,563. They were being patient, right, Rubo?
Yes.
At the end, they found an opportunity. Kudos to Unknown. His nade was so good.
But I think there's going to be someone from Savage who's going to take away the MVP.
Yes.
Let's have a look at them. The way they were dominating those Savage gameplays.
Oh,
No,
it's
but it is
Opti.
Spain Opti, because he was also just controlling those ridges beautifully. And look at that. 6 kills, 617 damage, 223 healing done from him. He's played an amazing game. Pain Gaming went down onto the 4th standing. But today it's not about Pain Gaming, right? We know they're going to top the charts. With just 8 games coming into the day, they were on the #1 position, and they're just continuing the good work completely. Back-to-back good matches for them. And now let us have a look at the top players from the game, and look at that. Just Hershey coming in from Savage eSports. I'm a bit surprised over here, to be really honest.
You know what? Because he secured the final 2 kills, that's why he is in the top players. But look at that, the damage so close to 600. And now I'm quite impressed by the performance from the side of Demo. Dished out 710 damage, highest amongst the top players. Secured only 3. That was so good. But the important part is, Trooper, look at that, his survival time, 24 minutes to 5.
Well, yes, and Equinox Archer and DOQ also made it. They were here for a very long time. But now let us have a look at the match summary for this Miramar game. And this was the last and final Miramar in the semi-finale. And this is the match summary where Pain of the Unknown, look at that, with the longest kill over there, highest damage for demo. So Pain clearly leading the numbers over here. And the most utilities used was from Savage eSports flying out there. But now it's time to have a look at the match ranking for this game where RGCO picks, wow, they know the importance of these 24 points, and you're going to find out why. Because maybe with these points, they're going to land inside the top 13 teams that they have to by the end of the day. And Pain Gaming with 17, they're just continuing the good run. But look at that, even Savage getting 16, 187 getting 13, Equinox getting 13. No one is just missing out.
No one's certainly not missing out, but look at that. EvoX Agent secured 7 total points from this match. Way to Conqueror expected more on the 7th with only 4, but Max LND, a bad outing for this team on 9th with only 3. Infinity Club with total points 3 in their favor on the 10th. Unity X, another bad outing.
Well, yes, Unity X, another bad outing. They're giving these opportunities and making things interesting over here for the teams on the 3rd and 4th page of the overall standing. But now it's time to look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments for the game of Miramar that we just witnessed, and some early fights inside the city of Chumasera in between Way to Conqueror and RGC Deno. I would be really interested to see where Way to Conqueror are in the scheme of things on the overall ranking over here. They really dished out a big damage on Dino. They got 3 kills in their belt, but where are these 3 kills going to put them on the overall standing is going to be something to watch out.
Look at that, Kitty. You know what? I still remember in the start of the match, Kitty, he was so good, but after this knock, Savage, they regrouped, they revived that one lad who got knocked out from just so close to that kill. But at the end, Unity, when they got pinched down by the players of Equinox, they never ever, you know, step back. They were looking so good, but at the end, it was all about the zone. You have to respect the zone. Savage eSports Hershey, this man was so good, taking down a lot of players, but at the end unable to secure those kills. But flying, he was so close to secure that kill. In fact, he burst down that buggy to secure one, but kudos to Merch, survived.
And look at Hershey, he got 2 kills in the overall, and this is where he got them. Up till this moment, he had 0 kills, with that so much damage that he has given already. But then he got pinned down over by OPEX, and this is exactly what they needed to do. And let us have a look at the overall standings now. 144 for Pain Gaming, Equinox get 122. NRC still there, but Savage eSports have made a run in the top standings over here. They've reached the 112 mark with this game. They're going to find themselves in a good sweet spot. So 3 teams from Group B and Group D already here. But Markpin, SDMZ, Bear and Infinity, they're all falling down with every passing game.
Yeah.
But they've got decent points. Nothing to worry about them. Even NAIKON have got decent points. They are still here. But look at where Dino are right now. 104. Yeah. They're going to be under the radar, but they've got 2 matches to play. It's going to be very important for them. Struggle fall down to the 11th. But where is SGZ? Look at that on the 82nd. Ooh, that's going to be really interesting over there for SGZ. Man, Max LND, look at the rise for them. 59 points over here. And Infinity Club, they've got 62 already. So let's see. It's going to be curtains for Fear No 1, 5 Power and Art of Teamwork. But Classic and OPEX, they are looking interesting.
They are looking interesting. 2 matches left for the teams. Still, they have some hopes alive, but let's see how they're gonna perform. But you know what, SGZ on the 13th, and that is going to be interesting, Trooper, because they are on the edge. They are certainly on the edge. This is the fall split, but we saw players as well as teams are falling down the light autumn leaves. Now, the important part is next match, and it's going to be Sanhok. And we saw after a great outing, after an amazing outing in the Erangel match, Max LND couldn't be able to cope up in the second.
Well, yes, it was a great outing for them, and they got the chicken dinner in Erangel and just got 3 points in Miramar. They've got some work to do if they want to make sure they go inside the top 13 by the end of the last game today. But all those 2 matches remaining on the other side of this short break.
Here we go now.
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun and we are really wooked up after this amazing Miramar contest with RPG just OPEX took away over here. Those important 24 points that they got from this encounter. This is going to put them in a really good spot inside the overall. And now it's up to Team Classic, Olympus. What are they going to do? Because they've got just 2 more matches to go. And the penultimate contest of the semi-finale just coming inside this Sanhok game right here. And the plane path right here in front of us from Camp Bravo towards the beaches of Tambang. And now the action begins in Sanhok.
Yep, now the action begins and we can see where the plane path is going. The teams are going to fall down at the same drop location, but with a circle just going to form. I would love to see a sudden shift, but you know what, as you know, Trooper, I love those Camp Alpha Island circles, but one thing, Camp Bravo is vacant and not a single team opted for that drop. Okay, now this is interesting because every single team just heading towards the northern side of the map. Now, how it is going to be one of the best area right now. It is going to be crowded for sure because 2 teams just heading towards the same area. Camp Alpha has been acquired by Equinix, and they are gonna they are quite happy with this drop. And look at that! Look at that Classic with that sudden shift is kind of soothing.
Well, it really is. It really is soothing. But look at how the teams have spread already. But no one dropped towards the eastern coast. Look at that. The cities like Lakavi, Kampong, Docks, Camp Bravo, Mongnai, all the cities are sort of empty at this point. But Dino have once again found a team very close to themselves. And this is fantastic on your screen. And we've got, I think, Spider from Agents very close to him, and let's see how they're going to take this off, because Kitty is also holding a flank angle right now, and maybe if they close from that direction, it's going to be problems for Fantastic now.
Yeah, it is going to be a problem for Fantastic, but look at that. In the previous Miramar map, they know they got punished, and now they are up against the players of Agent. So this fight is going to be a little bit easy for them because they have found some good guns. Now Spider, he has a QBZ versus that Ump, and we all know this is going to be an equal fight. It all depends to what type of loadout you have.
Well, it is going to come down to that, and it's a very important question. And with the Ump at this point and without a vest, Fantastic, he really needs help from his teammates. And if he does not get that, look at that, now his teammates arrive. But from which angle, that's going to be very important as well. Cesar closes in, Fantastic goes down, he's going to get eliminated. So this was just very difficult for him. And now even the other teammates, they retreat because they know they don't have to take the risk already in the game. And that's a very important one. You got to throttle your aggression. It's a very important aspect of the game. And Dino already losing Fantastic, but not engaging or continuing inside the fight.
Yeah, not engaging in any further fight. Sanhok, after this first kill, we saw another, and that's from the side of VG, taking down the players of Way to Conquer. Gomez will fall down, and his kill has been secured. Trooper, Way to Conquer lost a player in a very early stage. Victor Gaming, look at that. Look at the aggression. Oh my god. After securing that 1 kill, they need some more, and they're literally heading towards the players of Way to Conquer. This type of aggression is so good for them, but it is so bad for Way to Conquer.
This is understandable for Victor Gaming, right? They've dropped down to the 14th spot with 2 matches remaining. They've got a big contest to play in these just 2 matches. A very important game for Victor Gaming with 82 points on the 14th position. Unity X chasing them with 74 points on the 15th, and Classic have got 71. So all these 3 teams are playing a completely different ball game. They have to have at least 17 or 18 points in the next 2 matches to get that spot that SGZ is holding. But OPEX are also in there with 92. It's going to be difficult for Struggle as well. They got the 101 points on the 11th mark right now. Let's see. This is just getting exciting. And Victor Gaming, they're just pressing. They're pressing the pedal. Because they know the kind of competition that they might face in the last game as well. So they want to make sure to grab as many points as they can. And with just 1 kill already, they're sensing blood. They want more kills over here, and they're going to press the pedal over here. Let's see. This is getting exciting already. It's a very important game. This is the penultimate game of the entire region of the PMCO. So all the teams are doing their maths so beautifully. And I don't talk numbers so much, but this is very important right now, right?
Yeah.
Because they understand they need these big points right now in their favor.
6 more points for Victor Gaming, and they will get that 13th position in their favor. Now, look at that. Look at that. Minoris, he's just being more aggressive. He has that Thompson. Oh, look at that. His loadout is perfect. Trooper level 3, West with a level 2 helmet with the Thompson with an extended max bounce down. One player just gonna keep him waiting. Still waiting, and this is going to be a difficult situation. Pengu, despite the fact he has that 8 but he has that one player in the cover fire. Scar on the other side, punished. Berlin, so perfect. Now it is going to be a 3v2 skirmish for this team. Way to conquer. Look at that. Pengu still trying his level best so that he can flush out that one lad, but he's okay, he was beating, but Skara takes down Warzone. Now it was so close. It was an even fight. Now make things more difficult for Way to Conquer. It's going to be a 1v2.
Well, it is going to be a 1v2, but a Warzone, it's important that he doesn't get picked off completely. Minores, he's just won such an important 1v1 for his team. But on the other side, Olympus are falling into a trap that is against a different team altogether. This is Agent, and this is the sense of urgency that we were talking about just the 6th minute of the game here. And all the teams have got Berserk. They're in search for some points over here, and they're just fighting against each other. Let's see who are going to go down. Dictator falls down yet again, and look at Mahu. He takes down Spider. They're making a mess out of each other. Let's see who's going to stand up. Kitty, he's still standing there, and Mareshi needs to rush in over there for the help of his teammates. Mahu, he might just pick off Kitty.
But Way to Conquer takes an exit at the 14. Now, Agent, they have 2 players alive. Mahu, on the other side, only player surviving from the side of that one team. But for how long? The revival also being initiated. Players are getting those revivals, and those are pretty much important. Morash just still got prone down. He has a level 1 loadout, despite the fact he has a level 2 helmet. But the important part is we saw teams are engaging in those early fights, and they are hungry for those points. As you just mentioned it earlier, they're just going to play their second last game for this PMCO, and it is important. On the 20th, Agent secured one. They now have 65 points for sure. They are going to be on the 19th position, but they need more. So
they definitely need more. Yes, they definitely need more, and that is why they are searching points over here. They've already got 1 kill, but the problem is they've lost Dictator, and now they might just be retreating towards these houses for a cover because they don't have the exact positions from the players of Agent over there. And Kitty, he's still just holding on to the angles. They're being just super passive right now.
True.
Holding on to the angle, not committing them at all. And look at that, using the utilities on the distance, but they have no idea that the team has retreated already. Now onto the other side, Infinity Club making a move. We've got the Savage eSports lads right here in front of us. They're already looking good in the game, but the circle is closing in on Infinity Club, and Flying is going to get a clear footstep of all these players who are just jumping inside the water over there, and Hypes is just holding and waiting for them to arrive. Not looking good for them.
Not looking good for them. Taking down a lot of damage from the blue. Flying is going to increase that damage with his AKM. And look at that. Takes down one. Infinity Club. One player. He just got stuck behind those ridges. And now he has the cover. He is on the shorelines. But for how long he can survive? And that, now I got my answer. Hypes is going to think... going to make sure that he will secure that 1 kill. Savage eSports, they are also taking damage of the blue zone. They are 550 meters far away from the safe zone, but they need those kill points. Resha, he was swimming for his life, not running, but still, he will go down. Joni, final player surviving from the side of Infinity Club. For how long? Because he is now inside the water, and we all know if you're going to stay inside water for a little bit long, you will lose out some health because it's important. Right. Oh no, he got spotted out by Allegro. Just gonna jump down in the water so that he can collect some loot. Infinity Club eliminated at the 13 without a single point. This is not that good.
Definitely not that good, and they needed more points. Maybe a chicken dinner. 22nd on the overall ranking, going down so early in this penultimate game. These are opportunities for you that you're missing out. Why are you going towards water? Why are you just trying to be so cheeky to get some rotation inside? That's not going to help you. And in this sort of an important game, that's always going to hurt you. So I'm really not happy with the kind of approach over here coming in from Infinity Club, but they've just got one more game left, and they need a big chicken dinner over there. At least a 15-kill chicken dinner is going to maybe put them in the spot where they can be part of the finale. But now, in AWM on the surface, on the grasslands over here, just towards Kampong, 12 teams, 43 players in equation, all just trying to add on to important points inside the overall ranking, because that matters so much. You're not playing for just one game. You're not playing for just one map. It's all about the overall standings of the entire matches that you're playing. You got this opportunity for 12 matches. You've already completed your 10. You've got the target in front of you. You know how aggressive you got to be. Victor Gaming clearly showing the stances, changing gears quite early in the game. Max and Inigo just changing gears and becoming a little bit passive to get a little bit more placement points into the equation. They really missed out in the last game as well. But now, it's going to be very important for them. Look at where they're seated.
But I have one doubt, Rupert.
Yeah.
Now look at that. Demo and Miracle, both the players are pretty close to each other. They have good control of this compound. They were towards the center of the circle. Opti is so far away from both the players. Now, he's running out in an open area, and he's so close to the players of Equinox, as well as Agent. If they check their backlines, then Opti will go down, for sure. If Equinox, they check their sidelines, then Opti will go down, for sure. Now, this is one thing is similar, and that is Opti will go down. But when that is the difference. Now Hunter spots down the players, and now he's just healing himself up, in fact boosting himself up. But I can see 3 teams in the same vicinity. 187s also there present on the backlines.
Well, playing with this kind of a split always has its pros and cons, right? Just like everything. So if you're just playing in a split situation, you've got players in different angles, and they can get a lot more information for the IGL, so you can decide where to go or not. But the con over here is you don't get that extra support play for the support. So it's really, really important that how you're going to deal with the situation over there. But looking at this, OPEX, they're going into this fight and pinning down Olympus. Just closing into the compound. Oh, one more shot goes in behind the rock. Hunter almost got that knock, and they're just pressing the charges themselves, because they know they've just made it inside the top 13 with the good performance, with the chicken dinner in the last game, and they got to keep continuing the good work. If they're going into a fight, they have to make sure that they don't lose players and pin down the teams in front of them, and that is exactly what they're doing. Just throttling their aggression perfectly right now. They've spread them across the open ridges on the high ground and trying to get information and pin down the teams that are looking to survive towards the downhill.
That's the perfect plan, Trooper. But look at that, OPEX.
They force them away.
Yes, and that's why they, oh my goodness, they sense that aggression from the side of OPEX. And now, if any team losing out that one compound just because one team dishing out a lot of damage onto you, this type of sheer aggression we need from this team, and they are delivering the same thing. Kudos to OPEX. This team is here.
And now Victor Gaming, they're already getting the chills, right?
Yes, they are.
Dropping down to the 14th position, just 2 more matches to go. They need to press themselves. And who do they find in front of them? RGC OPEX.
Oh no!
On the ridges right in front of them.
Yeah.
Let's see how that fight is going to pan out. But it's going to be very important in the next 23 seconds. 23 seconds when the circle starts to close, and it's going to apply more pressure on these teams. And now the situations are getting spiced up a little bit.
Yeah. Now this is a cobweb for some of the teams. Now, if you want to escape,
and the flank player, look at his other 2 teammates.
Oh no! Yes, now he has an M249 and 150 bullets loaded in that, crawling in towards the success. In fact, crawling in towards players of Agent. Now, this is not a good position, but still, he has a big cover of the huge rock. In fact, 12 teams are still there. Yes.
About the position, it's a pro. It comes in a pro until you get spotted.
Oh yeah.
But even if you get spotted and go down, you're a #1 on the overall standing, so you're not losing a lot. So
it's a good thing. Just experiment. Just do whatever you want. Just run. Literally run. Okay.
And he gets spotted. Yeah. This is just because of you. But Agent pick him off. That's going to be a very important point for Agent. But now Mahu might just try to sort of pick that kill off if he spots him with that 4x. But yes, this sort of a split rarely works, but if it does, it's going to give you high dividends, and it's that sort of an investment. But clearly not working over here in this lobby size for 41 teams, and all the teams looking desperately for some kills out here. They're going to punish you. They just seed it, place themselves, and look at Mirage from the distance. Mahu, instead of picking on off Opti, he knocks down one player. Now Spider, he's going to be under pressure to hold that revive, and he's just popped in that medikit, got his health back to 100, and now he's got to make a run, and for that, he's smoking up the area.
Yep, he is certainly smoking up the area. Mahu keep on firing, keep on pinching down the players, but that smoke was so good. But after knocking down Opti, Agent, now they got traumatized. Because if you got knocked out one player, you never expect that there's only one player. You always expect that maybe the back is going to be here, or the teams will going to take you down. But okay, flying on a very, very, very weird spot because he lost a lot of HP. Ligar providing him a lot of cover. Warzone behind that rock, running out in an open area. But what is that? Flying will go down so as high. It's only 2 plus 7 from that one team. Damage, isn't a lot of damage onto the players. But okay, what's down? OPEX, look at that. This man is crazy, taking fight with 2 different teams.
Well, he certainly is, and he's completing kill. Hypes goes down. Savage eSports on the first page of the overall standing, losing players over here. Even Flying goes down, but OPEX right in front of them. So Victor Gaming, they're pressing the charges as we have been talking about on the 14th position. They're making sure to get significant numbers out of this game because we know that only and only...
Look that!
Ooh, what HP? Just 1 or 2 HP? What do you would say? I would say 2 HP.
He has nothing. Now he has nothing.
Ooh, no meds whatsoever.
Yes, no healing utilities. That's why he just want to regroup for his team. Secure 2. Now they have total 5 kills. Warzone also got knocked out. The revival already being initiated. Flying slowly and steady, bleeding out. This situation is not that good for Victor as we expected, Trooper. Because look at that. 323 meters. This is the mark. They have to move inside the circle. They have very less health utilities, and they have to face some of the teams like OPEX. They're already gatekeeping for them. What Victor Gaming gonna do? Let's see.
Well, yes, Victor Gaming, they're just trying desperately so hard over here, but they've already got 6 kills under their belt. They're looking decent, but now they got to play the waiting game as well. They got to realize this, that they've got the kills, the important bonuses skills that they have already got over here. They've just lost 1 player, but now they got to play the waiting game. And just don't fall for a trap over there. It's going to be very important for them. Unity gets picked off at this time. NJ.
The same.
Ezwin goes down, and this is Team Classic hurting them, and these teams are sitting on the 14, 15, 16 spot on the overall standing. So difficult for them, but Unity X, they get eliminated completely. Even Anube falls down to a completely different team. That is Equinox Airline doing the damage to them.
Yep, look at that. Pain Gaming heard every single shot because they are so close to these 2 teams. But now, Agent, Spider, if he will able to spot down Miracle, then he gonna secure that 1 kill with 1 sweet kill for him. Haven't secured a single kill by Pain Gaming, but they are looking so good. 187 hit, he will go down by the Dilla. Max LND stepping up, I love that. But Kenzo spots down the player of Equinox. But now, look at that. DOK running out in an open area. Kenzo, he missed his chance.
Well, he did. But Team Classic, they're still here, just towards the side of Corey right now and trying to control the areas. Agent have got the high ground over this entire bowl of Corey that Equinox and Team Classic are part of right now. And let's see how the fights are going to pan off over here. The 4th circle closing in. Pressure everywhere, but still look at the lobby size. 11 teams, 34 players. They're just not engaging in unnecessary fights. They're trying to take maximum players to the final circle because everyone wants to add on points and rise up inside the overall standings because only and only 13 teams, only and only 13 teams get the opportunity to go ahead. But now, Kenzo holding this wall angle with the left peak and a 3x on it. He's just trying to take random shots, but look at that. Team Classic have deployed multiple players on the other side, but now look at Koda. He's 195 meters away. It's a northern shift of the circle, and that's why you got to look north. And everyone's got to start rotating. Savage eSports out. They're not worried that they're not in a problem situation at all, but Salty being picked off by Team Classic. And what are they trying to do here? What are they trying to pull off? Mori and Ghosty in front of Arthur. It's a very important fight coming in for Team Classic. They need some points desperately. And look at this nade. Is it going to catch Ghosty behind the rock?
Oh no, but the Uzi does.
That's Koda from a different angle. The distraction coming in from Arthur, but Koda comes in with the Uzi.
That was perfect. That was perfect synergy by the players from Team Classic. That's a classic synergy for sure. Arthur still behind that one. Crossboard out and one there who is healing himself up. Salty will fall down again and he will get finished off. Ghostly just counting his days right now because he's also bleeding out slowly and steadily. And now we can see Team Classic, they're receiving some amount of damage from the sidelines. That's why moving inside the circle is more important. Look at that. Murray, he has only 2 boosted kit in his backpack. Ben Rose on the other side using his Thompson perfectly. Warzone still surviving. 187. They got picked up by this one lad. Victor Gaming, what are they doing?
They are just demolishing anything they are finding right now. Even Max and India have involved themselves in a fight against 187 over there, and they're getting some kills for themselves. Look at Aladdin with that arm trying to close into Agent Spider. He's found him, he's turned him down, but the play zone behind his back, he's going to make that run out in the open. Kitty might just hurt them. And Indy, with this all-important moment in this game, they have already got a chicken dinner today. This Free Fire. On Free Fire over there, and he goes down, gets picked off from the distance, from the high ground. That is Olympus who are hurting them, and Arthur trying to make the run. He gets picked off as well. Chaos everywhere towards the edges where teams are trying to get in. Even Dino get eliminated. DOK spotted, goes down. Koda is still here making some significant damage with his Uzi, but he got to be very cautious because all his players are down. He's the only last player standing. He needs to hold on to this revive. But there are more enemies inside the vicinity, so the smoke is very important.
Smoke is certainly very important, but on the other side, Warzone, he got picked off. Koda got the domination title for sure, secure 3 kills. Now, Victor Gaming, one more player is still there. 9 kills secured by this one Team Miracle. He can pull off a miracle for sure. Team Classic, oh no, he fired a little bit earlier. Demo on the other side, dishing a lot of damage. Miracle just going to take down one Arthur. The kill has been confirmed. Koda on very low HP. Now, Team Classic on the verge of elimination. 20 bandages in his back. Koda will go down for sure, but from the side of a different player, and that is Demo on the domination. Look at that, 6 team inside the circle. Pain Gaming still make it to the circle, and they are so close. They are inside the safe zone, and we can see Equinix Airline is also there joining the fray with 3 kills in his backpack.
Well, very important. And Airline is still here. Let's see what they're going to do. And Pain still survive. That's very important for them. But the compound in position of Olympus, they needed a big game. This might just be their chance. They've got all the 3 players standing. But look at that. There's a team very close to them. That is OPEX trying to create that opening with those nades out here. And Victor Gaming still surviving all these teams. And he's been taken down by Victor Gaming. Damage. They're not stopping. They're just playing this game in a completely different gear today. And let's see what they're going to pull off. Now, OPEX have got 3 more players. The 3-1 split not clearly working for them, but Olympus have sensed more players inside that smoke, trying to take random shots and take a player down over there. Let's see if they're going to be able to, but Damage takes one more down with the nade.
Oh, with the grenade, but now he was out. He was got spot down with that window, but look at that. Pain Gaming lost another. Demo is still surviving. Mahu stepping up. How many kills being secured? But this lad is equal to 2. Zota spots down the players of OPEX while he was moving inside. Toxic on the other side, hiding behind that one rock. The circle is so close. This is the second circle. It will close in after 5. Mauling being tossed out inside this one compound. Zotas losing out a lot of HP. Now he's just going to apply that one booster to himself. Pain Gaming still there. OPEX still there. Victor Gaming damage. He's still surviving. This is chaotic.
Well, it certainly is chaotic, and look at this nade from coming in from Axiom and Airline. He's just sensing it, giving more damage with that info over here. Gets shut down eventually, but he's played a really decent game for his team. But what is Damage up to? Already 4 kills up to his name, and now he makes the pins down one more. Toxin goes down. The solo lad standing in front of 3 opponents. Zados comes in and he's got a Thompson. Let's see if he's going to make some damage. No, but gets shut down with that Uzi. And Olympus take away the chicken. Victor Gaming take the 2nd spot, and OPEX take the 3rd before the last and final Erangel. Shivansh.
Now this is something more crazy than any other thing, to be honest. Walls Mount on the other side on 15. Okay, this is more chaotic, Troopo. Only 2 more steps. 2 more steps, and okay, now I'm done for sure.
Now this is going to be pressure for Struggle Clan. They were not fighting their nails at the start of the day, but they might just be now, because I'm just waiting for that overall standing to show up, because an all important Erangel is going to come in, and all these teams, they've got this opportunity to be part of the regional finale that are playing so beautifully inside the final circles. The MVP is here, and this is Damage. He's got 5 kills in his name, Toxin being the 5th over there. But then that 1v3 fell down. But look at that, 871 damage. Survived till the last for his team and made sure that he got those important 12 points as well.
You know what?
What a game coming in.
What
Nice
a game. And to be honest, he was the last player on the side of Victor Gaming, and that's why he was so good. He utilized as well as he was so good with his position. Now let's take a look at the top players in this from this particular match. We have Mahu joining the fray on the 2nd secured 4, Demo on 3rd secured 4 as well. Xetos on the 4th secured 3 kills, just out 538 damage. Impressive.
Well, yes, and Olympus, they were looking so absent during the mid game, right? They were holding on to that compound, but they made sure to clear out areas. Airline coming in from the northern side, and even other teams who were looking to just prevail from the northern sides or the eastern sides were all shut down by Olympus. Now have a look at the match summary where all these teams, look at that. Alien over there with just 4 utilities. That has been the meta for Sanhok in the fall split. But Mahu gets the highest damage for the game, 906, and Mahu gets the longest kill in Sanhok as well with 198 meters. But Hunter for OPEX featuring for the maximum assist. So it was a teamwork that was required for OPEX. They had a very good chicken in the last game. They needed to back it up with a good performance, and that is exactly what RGC OPEX have done. They're going to station themselves so beautifully on the overall standings. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, let's take a look at the match standings for this Sanhok map. Olympus on the 1st with 25, Vector Gaming on the 2nd with 23, and look at the drop. 10 points drop from the 2nd to 3rd. Equinox on the 3rd with 13. RGC OPEX on 4th with 11. Great outing from this team, heavily dependent on those placement points, but I'm quite happy with the Spain and Team Classic on 6th with 7.
Yes, these are important 7 points. They got 7 points in Erangel, they got 7 points in Sanhok. They're just trying, inching closer step by step. Let's see if they made it to the top 16 or not so far. But only the top 13 are going to go in. Remember that, because the overall standing are just about to come up. But RGC Dino, they missed out on this opportunity. Infinity Club missed out on this opportunity over here. Even Way to Conqueror also just missing out and getting 1 point. It's going to hurt them, but let's see how they're going to come back. Savage Esports on the other hand have got 5, but Unity X just 2 points. Remember this, just 2 points for Unity X. And this is going to just make things very difficult for them. We're going to keep our eyes on a lot of teams today in this last game. This is an exciting Erangel upcoming. I'm already getting thrilled. But now the OPF 19 Pro moments for the Sanhok game, where we witnessed this penultimate match where all these important fights were being executed, and just the 3 teams which you could have picked, if I had the opportunity, if I could have picked them, they made it to the final circle.
They certainly made it to the final circle, but I'm quite happy with the performance of Olympus. There was a time when they lost 2 players. In fact, the 2 players got knocked out, but after that, they came back so perfectly, sensed the situation so perfectly, and then they went back perfect. And OPEX, Hunter, this man is crazy, living up to his name every single time. Victor Gaming, from the start, they were looking out for some kills, damage. There was a time when he was ruling out the lobby, literally securing a lot of kills. His M416 suppressed fray was so insane. Literally eliminated the players of Savage, and only 1 single player survived from the side of Savage after that. But Classic, that synergy was on point.
Well, it really was. And the way Classic were pinning down teams, they just got 7 kills though. But yes, these have been hard-earned kills, and the intent is clearly there. And if you got the intent, the opportunity means a lot to you, right? And that 1 game is still remaining. And the way they have just controlled the game over here, they look spectacular.
They certainly look spectacular. Pain Gaming on the 5th, but after this, Damage secured 5 kills, and he got eliminated in the final fight because that was a 1v3 situation. He had Thompson, but
now
Savage on the 3rd with 117. Yeah.
Well, yes, Savage on the 3rd, and look at these. All the 3 teams, they just move up like bubbles. Equinox, Savage using those opportunities so good. But look at this, NRC falling down to the 4th spot. Markpin, SDMZ, Bear, Infinity Esports, they are still here with 105 points. They're going to be definitely part of the top 13. But on the 2nd page, that is where the real story is. Look at this, Shivash over here, where Victor Gaming have put themselves with 105 points. RGC Dino with 105. NAIKON falling down onto the 11th spot with 104. And they've got a very little cushion to play with. OPEX are there on 103 and struggle with 101. So SDZ eSports are now out of the top 13. It's curtains for them. But can Struggle Clan go through? A team that has been so wonderful throughout, can they go through? Because we've got Olympus and Classic chasing them. Classic need a big game.
19 points for Olympus.
19 for Olympus, yes.
Yes.
They need
And
a
just
big
add
game
5,
to pull
24.
down Struggle.
Classic.
And Classic need a yet even bigger game.
24 to 25 in just more than that, in fact.
And the same sort of a game for Unity. So all the Unity X, these three teams have to be the teams to watch out for in this game. But clearly, when the opportunity came up, teams like Victor Gaming, teams like RGC OPEX, they made sure to cross that 101 mark. We were thinking that 101 would be good enough. But no. Even Struggle Clan, they're now struggling on the 13th spot. And two or three teams are going to get really tough time to them. It's going to be very interesting for these three teams. Are you going to go with a 19-point game inside Erangel Olympus? They dropped inside Pochinki, right?
Yeah.
They've got no contest today. And
No
Struggle
contest.
also drop in Pochinki. So who's going to drop inside Pochinki with Infinity Esports? In the regional finale is going to get decided in this upcoming Erangel, and Olympus have got a real good opportunity over here. Let's see if they're going to cook this or let it slip out of their hand. But that important game on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and here we are. Just one more match remaining inside the semi-finale for the South Asia Wildcard region and 13 teams are going to go away. And who's on the 13th spot? Struggle Clan, and they're just holding on, but they're not going to be part of this game. So Olympus and Classic have got this opportunity. Let's see if they can do it or not. It's going to be a very interesting last and final game over here. But already the good job has been done by teams like RGC OPEX, teams like
Victor Gaming.
Yes, and they're already inside the top 13. But if you remember the head-to-head, OPEX and Classic almost started from the similar spots, right?
62 and 60 points. There's just only 2 points difference between these two teams. But now that's not the case. But you know what? Olympus, they need long jump. They need long leap so that they can just finish at the 13. 19 points is the mark. They still secure 20. If they want to be at the 13, they have to secure 20 points. But let's see what they're going to do.
Well, yes, 20 points, that is what they want. It's a long jump, but it's not that big as well. You can get 20 points out of a game. It's possible. Yes, you've just got a chicken dinner. Continue the good work. Olympus, let's go ahead if they're going to go through or not. So the flight path right here in front of us from military base towards the city of Severny. This is how it's going to be. And Pochinki is right next to where Olympus would love to go. Let's see if they're going to go over there, or are they going to be any other teams that's going to accompany them to Pochinki. That's going to be interesting to watch out for. But look at these. All the players here for all the teams. That's a good sight to see. But Equinox jump in. Victor Gaming jump in. All these teams need some decent games, right? They're not in a difficult spot. Victor Gaming and RGC OPEX. They've done the good work already inside the Sanhok game. They've made it through to the top 13s already. But now, do they have enough? That's going to be the question. Olympus I'm talking about. And look at the kind of jumps very needed to Pochinki.
The plane path was dividing the map into two equal halves, but right now we can see Victor Gaming just drop down near the military, Equinox heading towards Novo. No, just heading towards the western side of the map, but 187 moving towards the mansion and the prison, but look at that. Classic. They are heading towards the George Pool area. Now things are more interesting out here. Look at the Circle Trooper. This is again going to play an important role in the rotations. What if the circle just going to form towards the Severny and Pain Miracle lost his life, and now Pain Gaming, they're going to play with the 3-man lineup in a very early stage of the match, and with Olympus on the other side. Axum, he got knocked out, he got a revival, he has a deagle in his hand, one shot, 75 damage, perfect, but you need another. Pochinki is the zone, so as the players are ready for this, and now Team Unity versus Olympus. Who's going to win this? We will get to know in just a few seconds.
Well, Unity are playing a different game. Their calculation is different, right? They want to stop. They want to stop Olympus.
Yes.
For them, it's not just about beating Struggle. It's also about beating Olympus. So from their perspective, it's very important if they can shut down Olympus and have a big chicken dinner in this game. And for that, they've come here hunting for all those 4 points, and they're making things difficult for Olympus. I really like what they have thought over here, but let's see what they're going to do.
Let's see what they're going to do. And on the other side of that, Erangel, Trex stepping up, knocked out one player with his M16. Unity NG! That was his own teammate Smalley, and he received a lot of damage, brought down to only 50. Look at that. Olympus now safe, but NG making things more bad for this team. Reiko, he has a shotgun. One shot onto it, and you will go down. Takuru, his kill has been confirmed. Unity Infinity Club, apologies, they secured one kill, but look at that, one team already present towards the shelter area. Zach Ross finally just retaliating back with the AKM, and he is ready for a fight, but that split might work out in their favor, might just face, backfires, but now Mahu, he has a good gun.
Well, a very important fight, right? I just want one team to go out of this Pochinki situation without losing a player, because they've got the remaining teams to deal with as well, and they're just playing for the points right now, and they're going to remember. Let's see what's going to happen. And the opening created by Olympus. Mahu takes down one. Inube is going to go down. So important points. They already needed 20 points, right? If they clear off Pochinki, they get 4 already. So it's going to be a very important one for them if they can just clear off their own drop location. Olympus, if you can't clear your drop location, I think it's going to be very difficult for you, but let's see. They are starting to doing the good work. Dictator now very close to Ezwin. We have seen both these players shine for their teams respectively. But Ezwin and NZ, this duo, and Axiom just creating that flank angle for his team, and NG just jumping in the houses over there. Mau gets pulled on now. Mau gets pulled on and eliminated. This is a chess game happening. Both teams down to 3 players. This is not what I was wanting to see over here.
That's why every single time, whenever I saw a single team present towards the center compounds in the Pochinki, I always call this. I always talk about this. That is, if you are on the roof, pretty close to that 3-story building, then you can easily control the center of the Pochinki. And yup, NG did the same thing, secured in one crucial kill. Unity up against the players of Olympus. Now an equal fight for both the teams. 3 players surviving from the side of Unity, 3 players for Olympus. And now we can see Raiko just doing the same thing, climbing up the roof.
And struggle.
No!
Dictator goes down now. He gets eliminated. But Ezwin has been traded by Zatos. Ezwin has been traded now. Let's see. And even another player, Rako, goes down now. Who's going to win the situation? With the DBS, Axiom closing in. He's going to pin down both these 2 players. Why did you come to Pochinki here? That is going to be the statement over here. But he's just got 2 teammates.
NG.
1 enemy. Still inside the vicinity. NZ.
Oh, he's spotted
he's spotted.
a bit slow. The reaction time was should be more fast, but now just backing off, and he's the final player surviving. Now his work is already done. We can see basically Olympus lost 2 players, surviving on only 2. If NG can spot sound another, if you're gonna finish him off, then this is gonna make a lot of opportunities for Unity to collect some points, but Olympus, the chances of their securing a chicken dinner will go down.
Well, definitely they're going to go down. They've got 2 kills here. They just need something like 2 vehicles with 8 players in front of them, and they park in front of them. That is the kind of situation they
Or
need.
1 grenade, 2 teams.
Yeah, that is the kind of situation. 1 grenade, 2 teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know my imagination is always highest in the room. Perhaps
Yeah.
Scott for the life, bro.
But let's see. The fight still continuing inside Pochinki. They need points. NG is right there. Behind that vehicle.
Come on.
Let's see. Has he been spotted? I don't think so. The hunt is still here. Don't just commit yourself alone.
He's done.
Don't just commit yourself alone. Just wait on for your teammate. And now, luckily he's here.
Oh no! They're
trade-
looking for a different angle, Trooper!
The trade is possible. The trade is possible. But no, they go away.
Being more patient.
He's keeping the hopes alive for his teammate. Team over there, Unity, yes. With 76 points, they've got 2 kills already. Now they're down to 78. He just needs how many more? 23. So a chicken, and he has to take down 8 more players.
Yeah.
He can do
Again,
that.
two teams with 1 chicken.
That's the maths, right? That's what you're going to pull off for a regional plan. A slot for your PMCO South Asia Wildcard region. NG.
OPEX on the other side facing the Paraj. 1 player got knocked out. Look at that. NG still waiting, still showcasing that trigger discipline. But on the other side, we can see a lot of teams lost theirs individual. But that's why we have 44 players alive in the lobby. 13 teams are still there, but 44 players. NG still on the edge behind the car.
Well, standstill moment, but very crucial in the tournament, right? This is the most significant fight that is happening if you consider the overall standing. Otherwise, everything else is just shaped off already. But we got to move towards other teams as well. And by the look of it, I'm really now interested where the circle has gone. It looks like far towards the eastern side, and maybe even the Novo Bridge is in the contestation over here. Let's see. Looks like the containers of Novo Ripnoy are also... This looks like a southern circle to me.
Yes, it's a northern circle, Trooper.
Okay.
It just shifted towards Siverny right now. Siverny is inside the circle as well as the
okay,
Rozhok.
okay.
So, yeah, it's a northern circle. But the interesting part is Equinox secured 1 kill, 13 teams are still there, 44 players. So now, NG... He was inside the Pochinki, and he is still inside the Pochinki because he's just being more patient. Look at that.
Okay.
As I just mentioned, the circle is towards the northern side. Classic quite happy with this. Now they also need 25 plus points.
Well, yes, they were also in the equation. We got to keep a look at them as well. Yes.
Okay, centralized shift.
Yeah. And Classic are going to find themselves on the western edge. And just like you mentioned about them as well, they also need some good points out here in this game. So 3 teams are just searching for that miracle entrance inside that regional finale right now. Victor Gaming, Dino, NAIKON, OPEX, they've already done the good work. But for the 13th slot, that is still being contested. OPEX have got to be really, really cautious as well. They're just 2 points ahead of struggle. What if 2 teams get good games over here?
Oh, then this is going
but
to be
the
crazy.
possibility is quite low now.
Yeah.
Quite low now, yep. So OPEX, if they're just going to survive till the mid game, they're going to go through. But you really need a desperate effort coming in. How desperate are you for that slot?
Come on, you have to be more desperate if you want to be on the top. Now, right now, we can see teams are engaging in some fights, but staying outside the safe zone. Staying outside, they're just pretty far away from the safe zone. Look at that. Prex not OP got knocked out. Johnny arrived, but now East left. Wow. Doc. Incredible knock.
Baited over there. Another one goes down. They're hurting each other. Infinity Club, by the looks of it, the tournament is already over for them.
Okay, airline closing in, slowly and surely moving from the eastern side, and Doc just reviving his teammates. So that's how you're going to play. You already knocked out 3 players of a team, only 1 single player surviving. Resha on the back lines, and for how long he can survive, that's the question.
Well, yes, but Victor Gaming, Berlin also going down. Damage falling in that fight against Agent over there.
Oh, Resha. He will go down for sure because he compromised his position after fighting
yes,
some
that
bullets.
is the end for Agent 47 KD. A really decent performance coming in. Even Infinity Club going down as well. So all these teams that are getting eliminated now are out of the contest, and it's curtains for them. And Max LND, they just sort of did the good things, but on a very late timing for that, right? On the last day. If they had started working on their position points quite early, even maybe during the second day as well, things could have been quite different for them, but they really missed out on opportunities. And now, let's see if Victor Gaming would be allowed to get away from the situation or not. Jay takes some shot. Aladdin Whitey as well. They really need a big game, something of a 36-pointer game to get that 13th slot for themselves. And it's going to be a Herculean task for them if they pull that off. I really don't think that sort of a game is possible for them. A 21-kill chicken dinner from Max LND. What do you say, Shivansh? Is it possible?
I think so. It is possible, but
Is
it is so difficult.
Is it probable?
You know, probability is quite less, but no, you just have to be positive. That's it.
I am absolutely positive for all the 3 to 4 teams that are alive over here. I'm just hoping that somehow Olympus find 2 cars, Phil, and they just can drop them get all the 8 kills from that one nade that you were talking about. If that is possible for them,
phenomenal thing.
Yeah. If that happens in this region, we're never going to forget that for sure.
And what if it just happens? It is impossible for sure, but I would love to see something like that. But oh, what we have, 2 different stuff, but both are amazing. First, airdrop to MK14 with a suppressor of ARR, one of the best airdrop. And look at that, the circle shift, Siverny. Now things are interesting.
Yes, the things are interesting as Team Classic have stationed themselves not on the edge, but inside that compound towards that tri-junction, just towards the southern part. Just look at them. They've already stationed themselves. OPEX are entering over there. These are important kills that Classic need. And towards the southern edge, within the cluster, we have also got the players from Olympus. NZ has just come out of the blue, very close to that area, towards the southern part of the Rozok city. He's also, he's got a big opportunity. What as a teammate do you think would be saying to him? NZ, go. You're solo. This is PMCO semi-finale, last game. Get us 8 kills more. Get us a chicken dinner. Get us that slot.
Meanwhile, NG, okay, it is possible and it is easy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that for sure.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm doing that for you.
Don't worry, I'm doing that for you. But please, be here.
Let's see.
Hype. Oh, he's using an M24. with an 8x trooper. Perfect combination. I just want some heads to just got popped out from the body.
Well, yes, the third circle now closing in, and teams just occupying these open spaces and the compounds very that are part of the existing circle. Dino, Victor Gaming just fighting towards those northern shores. This is a compound towards the eastern side of the city of Severny. The damage is sort of controlling right now, and his teammates are in a split situation on top of the ridge behind this house. That's a good spot for them. They're just making sure to get some good points for themselves in this encounter as well. And that's really going to work because Victor Gaming, they sense the opportunity right in the Sanhok game. They press the charges over there, got an amazing game going in their favor. And that is why now they're enjoying this little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, that cushion is so good, so soft. And now they are just moving inside the circle. Look at that, Minerose. This man is so good. He just provides some great amount of support to his teammates. Now Deno on the other side, the position has been compromised. I think so. Minerose already spotted some Ghosty will fall down. No, he's still surviving on 20. That tree was so good for him, providing a lot of cover to that one lad. Minerose switched to that Mini 14 with 29 bullets inside, and we can see he's just loading up his car and he is ready for that mid-range fight.
Well, he certainly is ready for all the fights that are going to come his way. But I've got my eyes on Team Unity X, Team Olympus, LMD, who've already got one kill. Classic, who've got 0 kills, but still got all the 4 players. These are all the 4 teams that have an outside chance for that 13 slot right now.
Certainly have. Oh, the circle, western side shift now. Teams, they have to be careful while moving inside the circle because look at that. From the western side of the map, we can see 2 teams present in that area, and this is going to be way more important for teams who just wants to be in the top 13.
Well, yes, and more important thing. Oh, Unity NZ goes down to the play zone, so it's over for Team Unity X completely. They had a really good run. They tried to change things by jumping in Pochinki, but they only managed to hurt Olympus. But there are some really good teams that have fallen today, right?
Yeah.
They were part of the last year regional finale. Teams like Fear No One. They played like they played with the name of B2R in last year. Teams like Infinity Club, they went down today. So the change is going to be there. New names are going to be there. Teams like Victor Gaming coming in from the qualified slot. Teams like OPEX, they're going to be part over here. OPEX were there last time as well. But they've just proved their worth once again, right? And that is important.
And you know what? That's the main thing. If you done the same thing in the past, you can do the same thing in the future. But look at that, Max and D, amazing performance. As you just mentioned, they are losing some players, but a trade come also. The trade was also there, but Max and DJ, this man is so good, but no, 1 spray, 2 players down. Dog, oh man, this man is crazy. Just still controlling his spray, but first of all, you have to revive your teammates. That's the most important part. That's your priority because the zone is closing in. 152 meters is the point and is the distance, as well as Econex is closing in the distance, and the charge coming from the side of Econex. They will fall down, so as their hopes.
That is the exit for this team. Max LND, the team from Sri Lanka, it's a curtain for them over here as well. They tried really hard, but they picked up some early fight that really did hurt them during the course of the semi-finale. It's good to be aggressive, but you really got to throttle your aggression and find out a way to get some important positioning points for yourself, and which they clearly missed out, and that is why you see them go down here. And it was a good, decent team, I feel, but they could have done better.
Could have done better. For that, you have to be more consistent from the start of the game, from the start of the day. Right, Minerose, look at that. He's using his Mini 14, received some out to damage from the players of Deno. Ghostly on the other side. Ghosty, in fact, he has the TP13, repeat 28. Fantastic, feeling himself up, playing on the edge, but what I'm thinking is the zone is going to take a hard shift towards the eastern side. Let's see if it's going to happen or not.
That SLR being used right now. Victor Gaming on one side, Dino. All these teams would be fighting yet again during the regional finale as well. So it's a rehearsal for them now, this game, but very important stance. Olympus are still surviving. Classics are still surviving. These 2 teams still have this outside chance, and Classic have just picked up 1 kill so far. But Olympus have picked up 3 already, but they don't have the number. But they've found a space inside the city of Severny. They would just be hoping, praying. Axiom goes down, but yeah, there's a fair amount of distance. Not a problem. He's going to get the revive. But they would just be hoping that this barn house, this compound of theirs still takes them to the final circle.
Yeah.
I hope they have good enough smokes, because the moment they got to move out from this compound on either direction.
It is.
It
Inside
is.
the circle,
It is. The prayers are getting answered over here for Olympus.
Hey, PUBG gods are listening to us.
Look at
Look at that. The airdrop is also dropping to this side. Look, what was that?
You're kidding. And what would Steve's struggle clan would be thinking right now? Really?
Really?
You're giving them an airdrop now?
As well as the zone. Is this possible? Yes.
Okay.
Now what? You're going to give them the chicken dinner? For sure.
Pressure over there. Struggle clan, they're not playing, but yes. And you know what? The amazing thing, both these teams start their game from Pochinki, right?
Yeah.
So it's about who's going to drop inside Pochinki, right? But Team Classic, they get picked off. Toxin with that mini from the distance, and they're making that rotation towards the southern edge of the circle right now, because the compounds that they were holding in are now outside the zone, and even 187 trying to change their stance inside the city. Viper is the only player surviving in the city right now. His one teammate is down and the other has already gone for that rotation. And look at that, Classic going down. Players falling down in numbers over here. And this is a very difficult situation. Even Koda goes down over here thanks to Toxin's spray over there. And Team Classic might just get eliminated. And not only out of this game, but also out of the contest.
Yeah, for sure. Koda, look at that. His kill has also been confirmed. Opti, again looking out for some more options, taking down a lot of players. And oh, that was so close. Fantastic. He got knocked out. But Arthur fighting back with the players of Equinox, and he literally takes down the team. In fact, this was a massive roll from the side of the Victor Gaming. Fantastic. The kill has been confirmed. The Team Classic takes an exit 9. Not good outing. But look at that. Olympus, they have a lot of job to do, and Toxic, who got knocked out by jumping
Olympus,
from a vehicle.
they need kills, right? They need points, and they found the entire team. Third-party shots that they can take. Take shots! Take shots with the mini. Yes, he's hurting them now.
No,
He's got a hold, but
stick to
why
it.
are you hurting the vehicle? Take shots on the players over there. You need some kills. 2 players still standing. They've got 3 kills already under their belt. Look at where Turley is surviving right now, and that's the wipe, the entire wipe for the team of OPEX over there. But not to worry, they've already done the good work in this game today. A-Line gets 3 kills. He's already on a good spree. But now top 7 teams. Remember we talked about 19 or 20 points right now? Yeah, before the start of the game, they've got 3 already. So they need 16 more.
16 more.
So if they get the chicken dinner, they're definitely going through, because they are going to at least kill 1 or 2 players, right? For that chicken.
For sure. For that chicken dinner, you're gonna eliminate at least 2 to 3. But look at that. Salty is there to make things more difficult. XM, if he will go. Oh no. Salty. This man is so close for the death of XM.
I'm doing the maths, and I'm sure Struggle Clan is hating me for that.
Well, you learned
But for now,
maths, bro.
let's see. Salty in front of him. Olympus, Axiom pulls the nade. Salty also with the low toss. He's just created. No damage done.
XM saw
But
that.
now Olympus, they were enjoying the shift of the circle, but the next shift of the circle completely outside the city, so the pressure is going to be there. Axiom goes down one more time. Olympus, their little cameo might just come to an end over here. He had his head visible over there. He just need to confirm those shots, which he somehow missed out. This is pressure. These are nerves playing their soul, and now this Salty, he's taking the damage. He might just go down. The revive is necessary for Axiom as well. Is he going to commit or going to hold the revive? No, he's pulling up a first aid.
Oh, as well as Salt is just gonna lob that one grenade.
And his teammate is going to fall down. Ooh.
I think so. This is done.
I think this is dusted already. But yes, let's see. Just one first aid for him. Things looking really difficult, and on a rampage is Warzone already. He's got 5 kills. They're continuing the good work. They're showing what they're made of and how they're going to play Victor Gaming inside the regional finale. But Zanos doesn't look good for them. He's just hoping, waiting for that opportunity where he can sort of at least pop in a drink or 2. It's going to help you pull your health up.
Yeah. He has enough, basically. In fact, 3 energy drinks in 1 pain. Now his position has been compromised. Salty already spots him out.
If he goes towards... Ooh, what a run is he making?
130 is
What
the
a run
distance, man. Oh, no.
That is the end. Struggle Clan, congratulations. You're going to drop inside Pochinki. There were teams that tried to pull you down, but you already did the good work. 101 points already for them. Now Salt is even going to go down over here. It's going to be a very difficult run for him as well. And oh, he makes it through. He makes it through. Somehow he makes it through. Even Warzone is still surviving in the city, but Savage Esports controlling the southern part of the city over here. They've got some good ridges to play. Airline is outside the circle, so this is the position now. This clearly looks the chicken dinner for Savage Esports, and they're going to go pass on with flying colors over here.
Oh yeah, Warzone, look at that. That grenade was so perfect. Ligaro will fall down. Sorty is still there. Oh no, he will fall down. Warzone, his AKM is perfect. RGC Deno will take an exit. At the fourth. Only top 3 teams are there, but another grenade. Warzone, your skills are immaculate, basically astonishing.
Did you have did you check out the bounce on the ridge?
Yeah.
It bounced and it sort of there was a spin onto it, right onto the heads of the two players over there. What an amazing nade coming in from Warzone, and now he's just doing the heal battle. Airline on the other side doing the heal battle over there, and yes,
was free chicken for Savage.
Yeah, free chicken for Savage, and now he gets picked off. A-Line is doing the heal battle, but Savage Esports already on the front page. This is not going to change the stance for any of the teams. They're both going to go through, and this is the end for the semi-finale. The Erangel game comes to an end, and Savage Esports, they managed to get yet another chicken dinner for themselves in this last and final encounter. There were 3 to 4 teams that had an outside chance. They really did try it in the final circles, but clearly could not make it. So 20 points for Savage Esports. It's going to help their confidence as they're going to complete inside the overall rankings on the hashtag 3 position. Yeah. So we needed 13 teams out of the lot over here, Shivansh, and that is exactly what we are going to get, because we know that already from the South Asia Wildcard region, Seal 9, Astra Academy and Apes were invited to the regional finale. Now it's time to have a look at the MVP for this Erangel game.
Yeah, we have the MVP in front of us, and he is Warzone. 8 kills, 1200 damage dished out by this one lad, 1 assist, and look at that, healing done is 400. Obviously, if you dish out this amount of damage, healing is normal. This amount of healing done is normal, but kudos to this lad. His grenade skill, his throw is grenade lobbing skills is perfect,
and bouncing them on the ridges was absolutely perfect over there. And what an amazing, and look at the healing done that he's done, 400 healing done. So clearly that heal battle was being beautifully executed by him, but 1200 damage in a game. Wow, what numbers for a single player. And Warzone is a player who was not part of Victor Gaming when they started their campaign. Remember, he joined in from the 3rd game, and since his inclusion, this has looked a completely different team, and really it's going to be a team to watch out for during the regional finale.
And you know what, Victor Gaming, they will put up a lot of good fight in the upcoming games in the finals. Let's see if this is going to happen or not. Equinox DOK on the 2nd with 4 kills, 695 damage just out with this. Archer on the 3rd, 4 kills, 432. But Pain Demo on the 5th. 3.
Zagots, a desperate effort, a valiant effort, but going in vain altogether. They're not going to qualify for the South Asia Wildcard Regional Finale. 489 damage, 2 kills. He just needed a little bit more over there. Though maybe the shift of the circle, that could have changed the story. But that is how things go down. Yes, and Zagots, he was under a lot of pressure. The nerves were clearly playing a toll on him, but he goes down eventually in this game. Now it's time to have a look at the match summary. We had some teams who really needed some good points over here. But before that,
Warzone.
Secured
3 titles.
Yeah, and this is for his teammate Damage over there. So clearly Victor Gaming have announced their arrival at the stage, and they're definitely going to move up to the first page of the overall standings with this performance.
Yeah, and this is how you're gonna end the day. Victor Gaming looking so good, but Savage Esports, now they are on the 3rd position. We already know that which are the teams who are on the first page of the leaderboard, but let's see. I'm still waiting for the overall, but before that, let's take a look at the match ranking for the final game. 9
points for Olympus. Yeah, they just needed 10 more over there. Unity X getting 3, but those are 2 kills that Olympus would feel if they did not take. And for Chinky, they could have played a completely different game in Severny. But yes, Equinox with that 25 points. And Savage eSports, even after the chicken, they just managed to get 20 points and on the third position.
Yeah, but look at that, 25, 22, 20. Then the drop of 10, 9, 8, 4, 3. On the 8th, the team secured only 3 points. That is incredible.
Yes. And even Classic just getting 2 points, Max LND getting 2. And these were teams who had the outside chances, right? And they just could not maximize out of this game. So they're going to go down, and we're going to say goodbye to them as well. But the confirmation is going to come only and only we have a good look at the overall standings.
Yeah, but before that, let's take a look at the Oppo F19 Pro movement for the final game of semi-finals. This is how we start the day. We started the day because Olympus, they had a good start, but at the end, it was that one player from the side of Unity who makes things difficult. And gee, so good with his spray. That was a 2v1 situation, but at the end, Olympus got killed. But Equinox secured 13 total kill points.
Well, yes, 13 total kill points. That is the kind of effort that other teams needed to pull up in this game. But they did it. They wiped out OPEX over here, and then they just survived, played the waiting game. But this is Salty just hurting the chances of Olympus over here inside this barn house of Severny. And getting eliminated. And what a nade was this. What a nade. We're going to are we going to have a look at this? Look at this nade, and look at the spin on the nade from the bounce over there. I absolutely loved it. And right on top of the heads of those two players, one was confirmed, the other got knocked, but then it was Savage eSports who just went ahead. And look at this. This is how we are going to have a look. And look at where Victor Gaming are. Top 4 inside the semi-finale. What an amazing performance coming in from them. And all these 8 teams, Pain Gaming, Equinox, Savage eSports, RGC Deno, NRC, MacPen and SDMZ are going to be part of the regional finale.
Yep, they are going to be the part of regional finale, and they will join Seal 9, Astra Academy, Apes Inc. as well as, let's take a look at the other page of the overall ranking. It's going to be the third page. Max LND on the 20th.
Yes, and Max LND, they just rise, but they eventually get only 29 points out of the placement section over there. So these are the teams that are going to be out of the tournament. UnityX, they really tried hard. Out of Teamwork were really decent over here. Fight Power also had their moments, but fear no one. This was B2R last season, right? A big name falling down. Infinity Club falling down over here. Zen had their moments as well, but they could have done better.
But what are the other teams who just qualified for the top 13? We gotta see. We still have to wait for that, and that is in front of us. So RGC, OPEX, Beer, Infinity, NAIKON, and Struggle.
Struggle make it through, and they would be really happy that they didn't get this red sign in front of the hashtag 13 mark. And if that had happened, they would have fallen down. But Olympus, they really did try hard. But SDZ, look at that. They were so good. So good, SDZ, on the last day, right? But this is what we were talking about. Are those 88 points going to be good enough? And the answer is clearly no. You needed to be past that 100-point mark. You needed 3 figures, clearly, because hashtag 13, they also have 101 points. And this is the last page where VIP eSports 187, King Rangers, and Way to Conquer are just consolation prizes for them for participation. But other than that, Rangers really look good in some matches, but that's it. Yeah,
but let's take a look at the team card of the team who is on the top, and that is going to be Pain Gaming, Demo, Jimmy, Opti, and Miracle. It's so good. Look at that. Demo and Opti just leading out the kill department, and Jimmy with 3, Miracle with 5 only.
Well, yes. And that's clearly 6,000 damage. And that clearly tells you who's got which role in the team, right? Demo and Opti have got the fragging role, and the support coming in from Jimmy and Miracle. They just play the medic and the drivers for the team over there, and just make sure that Demo and Opti take good kills for themselves. And it's been really Demo, I think 34 might just be the highest kills in the tournament as well.
Yeah,
we'll find that out.
Might happen. We'll find it out after a couple of seconds. But before that, let's see the kill leaders. And Let's talk
Let's
about
find that
this
out right
one
away.
live.
Yes,
Demo on the top.
Demo on top right away. 34 kills in the semi-finale for the PMCO South Asia Wildcard region. And it's an amazing, amazing performance that he's played over here with his team. And let's see how is he going to just perform in the regional finale as well. But DOK, Hershey, Opti and Ligro also making it to the top 5 kill leaders.
Yeah, but the dam is just out by DOK and Demo is massive. 6,364 for DOK, 6,315 for Demo. So yeah, it is close call, but these two teams, they are looking so good at the end. Victor Gaming, they are on the first page of the overall ranking. I literally love the way they just found themselves in the first page. They literally pushed themselves in the first page of the overall ranking. I'm eagerly waiting for the finals.
Well, everyone is, because Equinox, they were just 2 points behind Pain Gaming,
Yes.
and now the finals are all going to be about who's going to end up on the first position. So we got our 13 teams, and we know the 3 teams that are going to be over there as well. We've got Apes, we have got Astra Academy and Seal9 already over there, and the 13 teams from the South Asia Wildcard semi-finale are also going to be there. Those 16 teams are going to fight out for that one PMPL slot and the prize pool, and we're going to be there. Just make sure to join in, tune in, and let's see who's going to be the team that is going to go ahead towards the PMPL. But for now, the semi-finales are done, and this is the end of the show today. Make sure to take good care of yourself, and happy gaming.